Star Hoops, Central Vibes, where the ladies thrive. Breaking it down, highlights come alive, crossovers, threes, hustle don't stop. Women's game shining, we taking it to the top. Handles ridiculous, moves so ferocious. Step backs lethal like poetry in motion. Queens on the court making noise explosion. Game so smooth, no need for promotion. Star Hoop Central, we running the court. Breaking it down, giving fans full support from the tip off to the last buzzer sound. We're here for the love, giving breakdowns profound. Never sleep on this, skill set divine. Buckets dropping like rain, every shot refined. Courts a canvas and they paint with their shine. Passing gems, no look, threads intertwined. Fast breaks, dimes in defense for days. Highlighting greatness in every play. Legends in the making, stars in the fray. Turning up the heat, watch the artistry sway. Star Hoop Central, we running the court. Breaking it down, giving fans full support.
Star Hoop Central, we reign in the game. Fast break the logic, no time for delay. Full court press, every word that we say. From zones to the man, the schemes we unweave. Breaking the box score, we don't just believe. Debate in the key where clutch get defined. MVP stats or the heart in the grind. Legends get forged in the fires of our chat. Star Hoop Central, where the real game's at.
Welcome back to Stars Hoop Central, where all the stars are aligned. Happy Monday, y'all. Each and every Monday, 5 p.m. Central Time, 6 p.m. Eastern Time. We run a little bit behind, but, we in here. We got some great things to talk about today. Exciting topics. Look, y'all, make sure you like, make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe. Comment. If you're watching this on playback, make sure you comment. We want to hear everything you have to say. We got IMZO Media, HDII TV, and Showtime On Point Sports. How y'all feeling today?
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. We got to see the real from the manufacturer yesterday. I'm feeling great. We got to see the manufacturer. Get a little, a pebble in the in the engine, kind of fell off at the end. We got to see the real rose to the top last night, and early yesterday. So it's beautiful. It's a beautiful day for me. Beautiful.
Okay.
Hey, I'm Gucci per usual. Go ahead.
Look, it's definitely been an interesting week in basketball. A lot of games, a lot of them on at the same time. Unfortunately, we had some great matchups throughout the week with Kiki and Angel, and then Angel finally came back from her concussion protocol, and she's getting back in the swing of things. And the Las Vegas Aces came out of their slump. The Las Vegas Aces came out of their slump versus the Indiana Fever. So we kind of got to talk about that. Did Asia and the Aces show CC and Indiana that it's levels to basketball? What y'all think about that? Do you feel like, with all the MVP talk kind of around CC, the early MVP voting for CC, or talking about her being projected to be the MVP this season, and then she goes up to the previous season's MVP, up against the previous season's MVP and their team, and then they lose. How does that honestly make CC and the Indiana Fever look? What you got on that, Showtime?
Look, I personally believe the Indiana Fever, they're going to make the playoffs, but they're not one of the top 4 best teams in the league. They're not better than Minnesota. I'm not taking them over Phoenix. I'm not taking them over. I don't think they can beat Atlanta. I don't think they can beat Vegas, and I don't think. And I got also Seattle. Seattle's playing really good basketball, and the Valkyries surprising a lot of teams. But yesterday game, if you watch the game, you know what really happened, what this was all about. Now, all these GMs voted Caitlin Clark. They were saying they'll have Caitlin Clark to start their franchise, which is I think that was a straight slap in the face to a three-time MVP, a two-time champion, the first player in WNBA history to score 1,000 points. And if I'm Asia Wilson, by the way, if I'm Chelsea Gray, y'all saying that she's on my level as a playmaker and a passer, look, I'm gonna take that person as a real competitor. You should feel that way. And anybody have pride in themselves, they got pride in their hard work, and you know for sure you have done it. You have worked hard to get to that level, and you got these people saying that some rookie or second year player is on my level. Oh yeah, I'm gonna show you every single time you're not on my level. When it came down to it, y'all, we keep saying this. We keep look. It's funny. We getting a whole lot of flack, whole lot of hate. Oh, people, y'all you just hate on Caitlin Clark. I know this now. Now, Key, let me get this straight, Key. Let's do a fact check real quick. Now, what's been what we've been criticizing Caitlin Clark for? Number one, her bad shot selection. What did you see yesterday?
Same thing, bad shot selection.
Okay. So is that hate or that's me telling the truth?
It's just the facts. It's
Okay.
what you're seeing.
Okay. What about her defense? Did you see how Leah now was cooking her? She was just getting cooked. I mean, look, Caitlin Clark don't guard nobody. That's not hate. That's telling the truth. Caitlin Clark, she's the bro. She can't take care of the ball. That's something I've been talking about for the longest. Her handles are very suspect. She has to improve her handles. She's not good on the right side of the court. As a matter of fact, Caitlin Clark is shooting 21% from the right wing. She's shooting 40% from the left wing. That's why she always go to the left. And these teams know it. You heard the Golden State Valkyries head coach. They said, look, we know she don't like physicality, and we know she likes to go to the left. So that's not hate. That's just telling the truth. And I know people gonna make excuses. Oh, she's coming out of injury. Bull crap. I don't want to hear that. Look, in the 4 quarters, Indiana Fever, they're gonna lose a whole lot of games because they're not a good 4 quarter team. Now, Kelsey Mitchell. Kelsey Mitchell, we know what she brings to the table. She can score the ball. I don't care what nobody say. This year, I just think Aliyah Boston is Indiana Fever's best player. I mean, she's the most consistent. It just look, even when Kendall Clark doesn't play well, she's the one that's out there making things happen. You know what I'm saying? First half, she played really good. Really good. She was probably already the best player on the court in the first half. In the second half, though, they needed some production from Caitlin Clark, and she was nowhere to be found in the 4 quarter. Once again, she was nowhere to be found. And she jacked up a whole bunch of bad shots. She has to look. I know, again, man, the media, I know they're trying to push CC to be somebody that's invisible. Trust me, everybody can see her, even Ray Charles, RP. Stevie Wonder can see her. Trust me. He can see exactly what she's finna do before she does it. I seen Caitlin Clark dribble in between the 3-point line, then dribble back out and shoot a step back three, a contested step back three. She got a whole lot of stuff she got to work on. That style, the way she plays, is not gonna cut the cake. But yet, Asia Wilson, when it mattered, because Asia Wilson didn't have a great shooting game. This year, she haven't really looked like Asia Wilson like she did last year. It had nothing to do with that she's declining. It's just when you have new players on your team, you're trying to adjust to them. You know, so I understand that. But when it mattered, Asia Wilson, Chelsea Gray, big time shots down the stretch, and they showed the Indiana Fever who are they, who's the big mama, who's the queen of the WNBA, and that's just what it is.
Okay. What you got on this HDII TV?
Oh, I'm glad you asked. Listen, as a Asia, a lot of us consider her what, a 4 or 5. It don't matter. She's the best player ever and in the world. Um, I have a list here of power forwards. And we're saying they score in the paint, they set screens, they crash the boards, they provide physicality, and they're strong rebounders. Asia checks all them lists. And then when she go to the 5, she go to protect the rim, control the paint, rebound, set hard screens, and she's the tallest player on the floor on her team. She did both of those. Now let's go to CC. Everyone keeps telling me that she's a point guard. I'm not seeing point guard. And I've said this since high school, since she's played. I'm not seeing point guard. Like a point guard this is just from me, my opinion. And Prince can say I'm wrong or not because he's the proven player on this panel. A point guard runs the offense. I didn't see her run no offense yesterday. I didn't see her run it. Then let's go to distribute the ball. She only got the ball to AB. Like 6 of her assists early in the game, or 8, all 6 or 4 of those was to AB. Everybody else was shut out of the offense. Now let's go to maintain court vision. She ain't got that. She had mad turnovers, turning the ball over, not hitting the right player on the cuts to the basket. Let's go to the next one. Directs traffic. What traffic has she been directing? I haven't seen it. Ari McDonald has played way better point guard than she has when she was on the team. And then we had the DeWanna Bonner appearance. But all of a sudden, DeWanna Bonner's not playing. Ari's gone. Well, that's another story. I don't want to do no conspiracies up here. So then let's go to control the tempo. She is, to me, the greatest transition player ever. But when you're in a game, when you're winning, Key, Show, and Prince, you got to slow the game down because you got the lead. She kept playing like they were in the first quarter. She just kept playing like it. She didn't play like an MVP candidate to me. She didn't. Now, let's go to 2 guard. She scores points. She scored some points yesterday. She shot from long range. Yeah, but she was bricking. She slashes to the basket. Is she the best shooter on the team? Possibly. It's between her and Lexi. Then defends the perimeter. She don't do that. So what does she play to me? To me, she's a guard without a natural position. She's a specialist, and she don't do that correctly. You had a chance yesterday to set the tone and say, I have arrived. I am the top 4 player on the ESPN list. I am the best guard in the league. She was supposed to make that statement, but you know what happened to her? She started missing her shots. She gave bad body language. I believe Lexi, I think it was 3rd quarter, 4th. She had Lexi on a cut. Lexi thought, she thought Lexi was finna cut right back out to the short corner or to the corner 3. Lexi kept going. She just threw the ball away. She threw like 4 or 5 of them away where it was like, why did you do that? Like, it didn't make no sense. And then let's go to my girl, Kelsey Mitchell, who to me is the 2nd best player on the team because I got AB, who should be in the MVP conversation. And then you got Kelsey Mitchell. Kelsey Mitchell, for some reason, cannot get a rhythm with CC on the floor. When CC goes to the bench, Kelsey Mitchell comes alive. She's the only one who scared me on that team down the stretch for the Aces to go against. That was it. Everybody else, I'm not worried about them because what Caitlin's going to do is she's going to alienate her post down the stretch. Natasha Howard was having a decent game. She couldn't get the ball. Kelsey Mitchell was getting clutch, making big baskets. She couldn't get the ball. AB doing this the whole game, like 4th quarter, like, yo, Caitlin, she couldn't get the ball either. So to me, I saw Asia Wilson put more fire in her team. Even when they were losing, I never felt like the Aces lost this game. Chelsea Gray just needed to hit shots. J.O. just needed to wake up. Asia started dominating. She started guarding the perimeter. She said, okay, you the best. Let's see. Caitlin hit one shot on Asia. After that, she missed every shot when Asia was on her. When she got to the lane, Asia was there. Asia blocked the shot. Asia controlled the paint in the fourth quarter and the third. Took them out the game. Kelsey Gray came out there and showed you, I am the point guard for a reason. I've been doing this since Duke. In the 2000s, I've been doing this. That's my game, and she shut it down at the end with her big shots. Aliyah Nye is probably one of the biggest steals in the draft this year. She just gets better and better each game, and Becky, to me, underutilizes her. She came out there with nerves of steel, hit big shot after big shot, then went right to Caitlin Clark and said, eat this. Now what? You not even touching me when it comes to shooting. So they sent a message out there yesterday, and the message was, you're manufactured, I'm organic. That's what it was. And everybody knew what it was, because go watch Chelsea Gray's post-game interview where she said, oh, the real ones know what that game was about yesterday. We know what that game was about. That game was letting you all know that she's not even top 10. She might not even be top 15. That Asia is the real one. In 5 categories, Asia's in the top 5. What category is CeCe in? Turnovers, assists. That's her best attribute. I'm just saying, I don't see it. To me, Caitlin has not proven to me an MVP player this year at all. I don't care about that New York game. That was the first half. What you did in the second half. So I'm sorry. Caitlin's not my MVP. She's not in my top 5 MVP conversation. I'm sorry. She's like lower 10, probably 11. That's just me personally.
And one more thing, too. Everybody keeps talking about Sophie Cunningham. I notice how everybody gets so quiet about Sophie Cunningham. I haven't heard
What was her stat line? What was her stat line, Show? How many points she put up?
0.
Same amount of points all four put up yesterday.
Who did she defend yesterday? Because all I saw was her getting cooked. Who she defended?
The only person she defended was Caitlin Clark when she knocked J.C. Sheldon out there.
Oh, okay. I got you.
That's the only person she defended.
I got you.
That's the only person.
I got
she ain't do nothing to Mabry. She did something to J.C. Sheldon. Not Mabry.
Okay. It wasn't Mabry. It wasn't Mabry. It was a second. Okay, got you. Thank you. I just need to hear that. Thank you. Yeah.
I mean, I feel like y'all making great points as far as, who the real, queen of the court is. I mean, it's not news to any of us up here or anybody else, but clearly other people needed to see that, I don't think they beat them at all last year either. I don't think the Fever ever beat the Aces last year either. They look like it's going to head into that direction this year.
Asia is like 20 or 30 something and 1 against the Fever franchise. Like they owe her rent money. They owe her rent money. Is rent due?
Yeah, facts. Listen, before anything else, make sure y'all hit the like button, comment, and make sure you guys subscribe. Now, I am Zoe Media. What do you have on this topic? I know this is your team. I know Asia is your girl. She's been trying to come back from being out of rhythm, and she didn't have the best shooting game, but in my opinion, down the stretch, she was the most important player. Her and Chelsea Gray in tandem, but she had some great defensive stops down the stretch. So I really didn't care about her shooting percentage, to be honest, when it comes to Asia. But what you got on this?
Look here, man. Look here. Y'all want to see a dead body? Y'all want to know? Y'all want to know why I don't argue with CC fans? Because it would just be too easy. First of all, none of them ain't play basketball at a high level like me. Let's start there. So anybody who clipped this, you not better than me at the game of basketball. Anybody who clipped this, you ain't better than me at life. So just want to get you out the way first, because I know y'all about to troll and clip. Y'all want to see a dead body? Watch this. A point guard's biggest responsibility, and anybody who clipped this can't tell me no different, because you ain't played point guard longer than me, and you ain't played D1 all over. You ain't do, matter of fact, that's a discussion for another day. Anyway, a point guard's best ability should always show up when their team needs them. As a point guard, you control how your team looks, feels, and moves. You have to understand timing of the game. I always look at point guards in fourth quarters, and fourth quarters for point guards. If you're a point guard out there, you already know where I'm about to go with this. Point guards are judged by what they do when their team needs them. They're not judged by what they do to start a game. They're not judged by what their points look like at halftime or their assists look like at halftime. They're not judged on the final score. They're judged by what do I contribute when my team needs me the most. Let me break something down to y'all. So I would do some research, right? I go look at the four quarters. So I go look at the the game chart. I say, okay, I look at the summary. Okay, Indiana won 21-20. Now stick with me here, y'all. Indiana won the first quarter 21-20. They won the second quarter 21-16. We get to the third quarter. That's when, for some reason, Indiana really doesn't play good in the second half. The third quarter, Aces win the third quarter 22-19, but still within range of the first two quarters, right? Don't you know the Aces win the fourth quarter by 11 points, 31-20? So you mean a timeout? You mean to tell me the team with the best offseason moves? You mean to tell me the team who has the best shooter? You mean to tell me the team who has the best facilitator in the league? You mean to tell me the team that got the best shooting guard and the best point guard? You mean to tell me the team who has the best fans? Matter of fact, you mean to tell me the team that GMs said they would start their franchise with only could muster 20 points in the fourth quarter against a high-level team? Again, you measure yourself. If you're a good team, you measure yourself by who you're playing against and what you did against them. When points needed, when defense was needed, Indiana Fever was nowhere to be found. And then I go look at some bigger numbers. So let's talk about this right quick. So I say, okay, who are the most important people in this fourth quarter? I say Caitlin Clark, Aja Wilson. Don't y'all know in the fourth quarter, Caitlin Clark shot 2 for 7 from the field? And don't you know y'all prolific three-point shooter? She missed all 4 of her three-point shots. Y'all won't talk about that, though. And don't y'all know she missed her only mid-range shot that game? Y'all won't talk about that either. I need her to get better at mid-range. Stop bringing up three-point shooting to me, because in the playoffs, you got to be able to be a 3-level scorer. How are you the best point guard and the best shooting guard in the league, and you're not even an efficient 3-level scorer? I've never seen the disrespect that some of these WNBA players get from some of these analytical people and some of these people that never dribbled a basketball. If you feel that's disrespectful to you, I'm talking about you. Stop making up all these unnecessary. This is basketball. Can you put the ball in the basket? Can you show up when it matters? And what do you do? And what is your impact when your team needs you most? Caitlin Clark, time and time again, has failed when her team needs her most. Again, let's start with the fourth quarter. So I actually want to screenshot this. Indiana was actually up 61-60 to start the fourth quarter. Let me tell you what Caitlin Clark did in the first 7 minutes of that game, of that fourth quarter. Bad pass out of bounds, missed fadeaway jumper. That was the mid-range. Turnover, offensive foul, turnover, missed three, missed shot. What? Don't you know they were up? Then after Caitlin Clark tried to do all of that, don't you know Aces went up by 9? And then he gets deeper than that. Then it gets real deeper than that. Because then some people gonna say, well, her team didn't show up. Don't y'all know Caitlin Clark, out of all the starters on Indiana, Caitlin Clark had the worst offensive rating in the fourth quarter yesterday? Don't y'all know? And it gets deeper than that. Don't y'all know out of all the starters for Indiana, Caitlin Clark had 114 defensive rating, which was by far 10% higher than everyone else. Aces could have scored 114 points with just Caitlin Clark's on the court. If you would have had 5 Caitlin Clarks out there, that game would have probably been 200 points. Aces would have probably scored 200. Don't y'all know yesterday, Caitlin Clark had a 65% blow-by rate? Don't y'all know the league average for blow-by rate is only 23%? 65%? Then it gets deeper than that, y'all. Because you know they're gonna come with, well, the other players didn't show up. They didn't make their shots. I pulled this up too. This was very interesting. Don't you know Caitlin Clark, out of both teams, even A'ja Wilson, had the highest usage percentage in the fourth quarter at 45%. The next closest person was Kelsey Mitchell at 22%. So that means Caitlin Clark had the ball for literally half of the fourth quarter and just turned it over, missed threes, bad fouls, getting blown by. At what point do we analyze the game and not just look at the stat sheet and determine who are the best players in the league? At what point do these GMs put down their wallets and stop disrespecting these women that are helping build the game and that are still in their prime? I dare y'all. If I'm A'ja Wilson, I'm going to start my own league. This is disrespectful.
Facts.
First of all, A'ja Wilson is arguably the GOAT. If she's not the GOAT, if she ain't in your top 5, you don't know basketball. I'm sorry. If A'ja Wilson not in your top 5, you don't know basketball. She's literally accomplished everything you can do as a WNBA player and more. Olympic gold medalist, MVPs, 1,000 points in the season, rebound leader, shot leader, defensive player of the year. I mean, name it. What hasn't A'ja Wilson hasn't done? What back-to-back champion? What hasn't done? How do you disrespect her just because you like somebody better? Y'all don't like basketball. Y'all like just agendas. Y'all don't. If y'all like basketball, Caitlin Clark would not be in your top 10 because first of all, she hasn't done enough. At some point, you got to put your resume to the test. If I'm a lawyer and I'm a first-time lawyer and I walk in the courtroom with the old school Johnny Cochran and all of them, I can't tell them nothing. I haven't done anything. I could be the most well-dressed, well-spoken, articulate lawyer in the business. But when we put resumes, when that jury or that prosecutor want somebody to go against, guess who they're going to pick? Me, because I'm an easy target. They know they're going to be a hard-ass time against Johnny Cochran. Come on, man. At the end of the day, are we talking basketball or are we talking fanfare? When does basketball matter? It matters in the fourth quarter. Y'all ever notice this? Indiana Fever fans never bring up last year's playoffs. But they bypass the playoffs and talk about the regular season. Y'all ever notice that Indiana playoffs has been erased from WNBA history? That playoff run has literally been erased from WNBA history. You can't have it both ways. You can't. To be top 10, there's a standard. First of all, let's get this correct. She's not even in the room. Why is what has Caitlin Clark done to even get in the room? I ain't having this conversation. It's redundant and we're talking in circles because I'm talking with people that don't know the game of basketball that well. What has she done to get in the room? She hasn't done more than Jackie Young. She hasn't done more than Chelsea Gray. She hasn't done more than Ariel Atkins. What has she done to get in the room? Let's start there. You can like a person, that don't make them the GOAT. You can like a person, that don't put them in the room. There's a standard in basketball. Nobody talks about, I haven't ran across one person that actually played basketball that says Caitlin Clark is the top 10 player other than people on ESPN that's getting paid to push an agenda. They don't really think that because they talk out both sides of their mouths because when they talk NBA, they say one thing, but then they leave all of that out when they talk WNBA. Gilbert Arenas, you can't have it both ways. Shannon Sharp, you can't have it both ways. We got to stick to the standard of basketball. We got to stick to the standard of basketball. Yes, she can shoot. HD thinks she's the best transitional player ever. I don't, because 70% of her turnovers come in transition. That's part of being a transitional player, taking care of the basketball. Can I get to the rim? It's not all about pulling up a three-point shot because guess what? When you need to win a game, when it's playoff time and there's 20 seconds left, that three-point shot can't help you when you down one. You got to get to the rim and you got to make a play. when Indiana needs Caitlin Clark to be a point guard, they fail every time. When they're up by 10 or more points going into the fourth quarter, they win. Guess why? Because they don't need her to be a point guard. They just need her to maintain the lead. If they need Caitlin Clark to be a point guard, like they did in the playoffs last year, that got disappeared from history, like they've been doing this season, when they need her in the fourth quarter, she keeps failing time and time again. But ESPN will tell you she had double-digit assists. Did that get them a win or not? We got to stop glorifying stats and actually discuss basketball in the game. This is a problem that I have. We have too many casuals thinking they can talk basketball because they're letting ESPN tell them it's about how many points you scored and how many assists you got. That's not actual basketball. When we leave the park, let's take it to the blacktop. When we leave the park, did I have a good day with the players I was on the team with? How many games did we win? We don't go home talking about I had 12 of my team's 18 baskets because we going to 18. No. Did your 5 players you was on the team with win or not? Come on, it's basketball. Y'all letting these nerds and casuals tell y'all what the meaning of basketball is. And again, before you clip this, you can't talk. Nice Prince is done with. You niggas haven't done what I've done at basketball. You niggas haven't put in none of the sweat. Y'all haven't bled. I don't remember you wearing no cast after dribbling basketball for hours. I don't remember you getting in a hot tub for 3 hours and not having a social life because you got to recover for the next game. Don't tell me nothing. You don't sit in front of a TV screen and get a headache watching the team over and over again, learning how to beat them. You can't talk basketball with me if you haven't put no sweat in. That's where the disrespect comes at. You haven't put no sweat in. You don't know nothing. You only know what ESPN tells you and any narratives some of these fake YouTubers who got a Gmail account and a microphone tell you. Y'all don't know basketball. I'm tired of this. She's not in the room. Let's stop this. And y'all got it, man.
Hey, before you go, Key, before you go, let me remind everybody. Two-time WNBA champion, finals MVP. 3-time league MVP, 2-time defensive player of the year, all W team 5 times, all defensive team 4 times, scoring leader 1,000 points, led the league in block shots 4 times, rookie of the year. Want to go to college? Naismith College Player of the Year, John Wooden Award, National Champion, no one out of high school, no one picking WNBA. All these young players, y'all got to catch up. Age in the league by his own. She in the league on her own with Stewie. It's Age and Stewie. When it comes to resume, they on the league of their own. Stop. Yeah. Let's keep it real. Go ahead, Keith.
And let me say this, Keith, before you finish. From the mind of an athlete, we don't care. I swear this. I can call half of my homeboys on speakerphone and put them on FaceTime. We care about records. We don't give a damn about that. That's for fans to discuss, to make a case for their GOAT.
Yep.
Basketball players, when we're on the court, when we're in the locker room, when we're hanging out, we don't talk about a record somebody just broke. That is for fans to discuss. That when Agent Wilson looks at Caitlin Clark, she doesn't think Caitlin Clark has an assist record. She thinks, why the hell is she compared to me? And why do they think she's in the room?
Exactly.
We gotta see, this is another reason why me and a lot of casuals don't get along. Because I think like an athlete, they think like a fan. We're gonna always disagree. I don't care about records. That doesn't mean nothing to me. That doesn't mean nothing to no athlete. That's a congratulations for fans to appreciate a player. I'm not telling you you can't appreciate Caitlin Clark, but her breaking records doesn't put her in the room. What did you do with those records? Did those records lead to wins, championships, and success for the other 5 players on the court with you? That's what matters. Because I can go out there and put up 20 shots, score 30 points, but did that matter to my team? Or am I just another scorer on a loser team with a loser mentality? Come on, man.
Hey, Prince, one more thing, Kim folk.
Yeah.
Asia Wilson got the FIBA World Cup champion, FIBA World Cup MVP, and on top of this, she got the they got the Commissioner Cup championship in 22. Asia have won everything, and the fact that we even comparing one year, second year players to Asia, like that's straight disrespect. I'm not even kidding.
Hey, who did Cheryl Miller? What shirt did she wear yesterday? The Aces shirt. Cheryl Swoops, the original 22, passed it down to Asia, and she took the mantle. Those are the only 20. Hold on. Those are the only 22s.
I never bring up records. I only bring up her accomplishments. Y'all ever notice that? I never bring up the records that Asia Wilson has, and she has more than Caitlin Clark. I only bring up her accomplishments because athletes, that all that matters. When you go to get that new contract, you can't show them your records. I'm sorry. Anybody ever who's played basketball and got paid to play basketball knows this. When you and your agent get on that Zoom call with their front office and their financial team and talk about your upcoming contract, records do not matter to that. Because they feel like they can put anybody in your position and they can have those same records with that coach and those players. What were your accomplishments? That goes into your contract negotiation, not how many assists you had per game.
Listen, the only 22s I know is Cheryl Swoops and Asia Wilson. I'm sorry. I don't consider that. She's not touching them. One on every level, just like the one now. So again, Cheryl Swoops and them yesterday, that game yesterday showed you who's organic and who's manufactured. Caitlin's been manufactured. They've been pushing her way too fast. Just like I said before the season, she's not top 10 and she barely top 15, if that. I don't even think she's there. So y'all need to let these players grow organically instead of trying to push an agenda, because you're going to do more harm to that player than actually help them. I'm just being real. Y'all are. Because a lot of people in the basketball community that I talk to, that talk to real athletes, like women athletes, they do not like CC. They do not like all this attention she getting, and they're not getting that attention when they put in longer body of work than she has. So I'm good.
And actually, and I'll keep my bad, kid. I'm gonna say that.
How you good?
That's not a. And I'm gonna say that this is not a jealousy thing, bro. Like, and again, anybody that come on, y'all. This age of 28 years old, they speak. You ready to move on from somebody that's in her prime? She's 28. 28. She accomplished all of that in 7 seasons.
Yeah.
At 28. I mean, I want you to think about that. I mean, come on, think about that. I accomplished all of that. Y'all saying this girl on my level? Oh no, give me the ball. Let me. Nah.
Crazy.
Y'all not your mind.
It's crazy work.
Let's just be real.
Crazy. And if you want to know, you Asia Wilson haters out there, because I didn't bring up Asia Wilson's fourth quarter. She was actually 100% from the field, shot 3 for 3.
Yep.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
And she did what a 4/5 does. She did all those things. CC didn't do any check marks that I let off. I'm just sorry. Look, we got to stop. Y'all got to stop as casuals. I understand she shoots this logo 3, but like I told you, outside that logo 3, she ain't got no game. She ain't got no game.
Everything y'all said was facts. Mic drop for all of y'all. Y'all spitting all the facts when it comes to that matchup. And I think it's 2 levels to it when it comes to the Aces matching up with the Indiana Fever. I think it's from the Asia standpoint, and I think it's from the point guard standpoint too. I think that's another perspective of it, because the GM said Caitlin was the best point guard, right? In that little survey,
and
right?
2 guard. And 2 guard. And Jackie Young and point guard had to prove that yesterday what time it was.
Yeah. So I think it
Remember.
was like go ahead, Edgy.
No, I'm saying, like, remember, look, all you people out there, I just want to be honest with you. There's unwritten rules that athletes see and they hear that. So when you got a poll out talking about she's the best point and the 2 guard, J.O. and point guard busted her butt and let her know you is not ready. You ain't on our level, and you might not ever get to our level. And they set that mark last night. And then they sent their young bull to go and bust your butt. Aliyah to hit them 2 threes in your mouth. They sent the bull to go after you too. So look, they proved yesterday what's real and what's not, and people saw it. So all I'm saying is y'all got to chill with all this. She great and all that, bro. She's having a terrible year, bro. She's having a real bad year. And you could tell. And I watched every game, so don't come back talking about that New York first half. I don't give a damn. She sucked in the second half. And if y'all didn't have Aliyah Boston or Kelsey Mitchell, y'all really would be worse than this. Y'all would really be worse. Kelsey Mitchell was saving y'all yesterday and Aliyah. So I don't want to talk. I don't want to hear no talk about Kelsey Mitchell and Aliyah. Y'all need help. Y'all got help. When are y'all gonna hold her accountable? Hold her accountable. It's okay. It's fine. She'll be okay. If you think she that player you think she is, I'm just saying, get on her butt.
Yeah, I mean, the reality is it's similar to last year, in my opinion. She's just as bad as last year. Poor shot selection. Prince brought up, they don't bring up the playoffs. They got swept in the playoffs last year. And a lot of that was due to, like, they didn't even win one game. And a lot of that was due to her poor shot selection, just pulling up and shooting dunks unnecessarily. Like, it just doesn't make sense how she hasn't really changed anything. And I think I don't know if people thought Stephanie White was going to come and fix that. I don't know what kind of coach they thought Stephanie was, because people were championing for her. Like, oh, she really know what she doing. Sides ain't know what she was doing. Stephanie White's gonna get us there, but
they're trying to fire Stephanie White. They already got a petition to fire her. They trying to fire the coach.
No, I know. I mean, we all knew that was gonna come before the season. As soon as things don't go their way, her fans are just like her. If we keeping it real, as soon as things don't go their way, poor body language, they give up, they quit. They're just like her. They don't know how to stick nothing out, nothing, and they don't know how to put the onus on her. Something would tell you that we change coaches, but the player is still the same. Who's the common denominator? How are you trying to fire a second coach? I mean, I'm just confused when it's her. Like, I don't get it. It's her. And then, for the people who was, from the other side of things, was spewing she puts butts in seats and that's why she's the face of the league. Man, Golden State has the highest attendance. I mean, they don't play. They just played against the Fever, and Golden State had the highest attendance. They just played against the Fever. If it's putting butts in seats, and that's why she's the face of the league, and Asia's not the face of the league. I mean, that's been debunked now. I mean, what we talk all the things, the facts that y'all spew on why she's the face of the league, she's the reason why the WNBA is growing. I think we've debunked that by now, man. And her skill set is not good. It's not good. Nobody, look, Caitlin Clark, at best, in my opinion, is an average player, to be honest. She's a very average player. 8 turnovers. How many assists did she have? 9 assists, 8 turnovers. If I'm mistaken, let me look real quick. She had 10 assists, 8 turnovers. So what, 2 assists? That's not how it works, but I mean, you got 8 turnovers and only 10. Like, that's not enough. You messing up the work you putting in with this. Like, it just doesn't make sense. Like, who is going to hold her accountable? But you know what everybody's doing now? They're backtracking. They're saying she's a second-year player, y'all. I've noticed that. Have y'all noticed that?
I didn't let them off the hook. I ain't let them off the hook. I told them don't do it.
Now they're saying, why y'all being so hard on her?
I don't give it to him, Key. I don't give it to him, Key. I tell them, no, go holler at your mama. Like my boy Prince say, go talk to your mama. No, I don't want to hear it. Nope, I'm not letting you off the hook. Y'all said that she was the best player in the league. Y'all said she top 4. Y'all said she's top 4. That means she's better than Alyssa Thomas. She better than Jaquel Jones. She better than all these players. I don't want to hear that. She ain't no second-year player. She's a bust right now. You a bust because they said that you was top 4. You playing like a bust right now. So no, keep the same energy. I don't want you can't switch up. Can't backtrack. And then, oh yeah, don't bring up the other girl either, because they ranked her 25. Two different talks, two different talking points. I don't want to hear it. You getting cooked. You getting cooked if you come to my page. You getting cooked. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Yeah, Key, here's the thing, Key. I literally said last year, it's okay if you take your time, but you know what I'm saying, and let Kayla Clark go through the ups and downs as a young player. I literally said that, and a lot of people got mad because I said that. Said she's already that. That's the problem. This is why you want to know why Kayla Clark gets so much criticism from, especially from us. It's not because we don't dislike. I don't have no reason not to dislike the girl. I don't like some things she does, like flopping and this whole throwing rock and hide your hands, pretending like there's no malice in your heart when you push Angel in the back and certain things. I just want her to brace. If you're gonna trash talk and you're gonna be physical, like embrace it. Don't act like it's just basketball. No, CC, we seen you. I seen you in college though. Elbow players and all kind of stuff. So that's in you. That's just how you is. Just embrace it. I would have no problem with it. Because the game is physical. It's basketball. These women, they're highly competitive. Testosterone's in the air. So we get it. You feel what I'm saying? If you get frustrated, push a player, that's fine. I like that. But the fact that she try to pretend like she's some innocent 15-year-old. Stop it. Like, let's cut the crap, bro. It's cap. All the flop in the arms. Look, bro, look here. The turnovers one thing. When y'all get to saying she leads the league in assists, you gotta always bring up the turnovers. Sorry. That's just what it is. You can't have a hamburger without the hamburger bun. One gonna come with the other. Then you say she's the greatest shooter ever. How can you be the greatest shooter ever? You're not even efficient. So you're not efficient at shooting, and you're not efficient at being a playmaker. And then on the all-around scheme of things, you can't be a top 5 player when your coach benches you at the end of the games for defense. Your coach got you guarding centers and power forwards. Your center got you guarding the worst player on the court. You can't, no, bro. No.
She was guarding Kia Stokes. I was on the floor
Kia
about to cry laughing.
Come on, bro.
Like, what?
Man, you talking about ducking the smoke. That's sad. That's sad and pathetic right there. Look, check this out. I'm not even saying she's gonna be this way the rest of her career. Now I do got some major concerns though, because really, y'all, Lisa Bluter created this monster, and because the media got behind her, all of these coaches don't want to hold her accountable. They're gonna coddle her. Let's be honest. Kayla Clark spoiled. She used to everybody singing her praises. So the minute you hold her accountable and you force her to change her style, she's gonna be pouting. We already seen that. Christy side. This one I knew someone right about her with certain things. When Christy side, you remember that the Olympics thing, right?
Yep.
The whole Olympic thing.
Yep.
She came out and said, "Oh, I'm not bothered about it." But Christy Science told the truth. She said, "Yeah, I talked to Cece earlier. Yeah, she's very upset." And she said, "What did she say? They woke up a monster."
They woke up a monster. Yep.
But on the microphone, you just said you weren't bothered about it. But your coach told the truth.
Politician.
Your coach told the truth on you, man.
Mm-hmm.
She told you woke up a monster. Just embrace it. Why you ain't get on camera and said, "That's fine. Okay, they don't think I'm make the team. I'm gonna show them." Why you just won't do it? You wouldn't get so much heat for it. But the fact that you've been a politician and you trying to betray this whole innocent route, it's cap. I can't. I don't like it.
She can't handle it. She can't handle it. If she owned up to everything that she did, then it would be open season to criticize her. She can't handle that. She can't. You could tell she's mentally not built like that. She's not mentally built like that. When they talk to her about the situation about the Connecticut Sun, no, we're just gonna talk basketball. We're gonna go talk. She already crying. They barely even asked the question.
That's
And
what
you
I'm
crying
saying. Like,
about it. She couldn't handle a person like me in the room asking questions. She'll cave. She'll like cave into a little shell. She can't do it. That's why she got to be a politician. She can't deal with it. Now, if you get blamed for it, or you get blamed for it, or you get blamed for it, then she cool. She good, because guess what? The light ain't on her. She good. She could just, you know, that little meme, the Homer Simpson meme creeping back in the bush. That's Cece. That's what she does. She talk all that big talk, then I'm gonna walk back in the bush so I don't get seen. That's how she is. That's her game. That's what she does. That's what she does, man. She don't own up to nothing.
Man, it
right.
come down to what Prince said. She's not in the room. What has she done? If you continue to bring up tickets and viewership, you can't even have
I'm gonna slap you.
even have a conversation.
Yeah, I don't want to hear it.
And then people say you downplaying her and all of this other stuff. Has she won a championship? No, I don't care about nothing else. We're talking about basketball. We're not talking about ticket sales or nothing else. She can't even be in a room until she accomplishes certain things. She's not up there with them. She's not messing with them, and she shouldn't be. However, y'all chose to hoist her up there, including the GMs. It's collusion, the media, and then y'all ate into that, and y'all put her up there and said, okay, she's going to be the MVP this year and all of this other stuff. And now you looking and seeing, bro, she's nowhere close to that. If y'all would just let her progress at the rate she is intended to, then that's just it. Another thing Prince said was the records thing. The way that CC plays, in my opinion, is for the records. And the way that the team continues to allow her, not the team, the coach and the organization continue to allow her to play is for her. Literally, I just feel like she went from being with Lisa Bluter in Iowa to a bigger Lisa Bluter type of situation.
Yep.
Nobody is like, how do we get Indiana Fever a championship? To me, it's like, how do we make Caitlin Clark look better than she is? In my opinion, that's how it looks. How do we make sure she gets MVP? How do we make sure she gets her points to give her an argument? How do we make sure that she gets her assists and these things to make her look better? It doesn't seem like, I don't know. It just doesn't seem like her style of basketball is going to bring Indiana Fever a championship at this stage. Now that could change, but man, old habits die hard. Like, it's super hard to, teach an old dog new tricks. And to be honest, CC just seems like she's not interested. And that's just what I take from her body language, right? Like, I could be completely wrong, but just from her body language, the way she continues to play her style of basketball, it just seems like she's not really interested in doing the things that would bring a team that she is on championships. It just doesn't seem like it.
I think before we move on, I'm gonna say this. Give it a little. I'm telling y'all. Eventually, y'all. Sadly, it's just how it is. I just think the media. Look, the media. They on her side now, but eventually they gonna flip on the fear. So I say that a lot because I see how this finna go. I said it last year. When you start getting on TV and you telling all these other women in the league that they're not on her level, you're putting, they talking, oh, target. That's not target. That's just basketball.
Competitiveness. There's competitiveness.
What you're doing is you feeding Caitlin Clark to the wolves.
Yep.
And what bothers me about Caitlin is this. I wish she would get away from what they think.
Yeah.
Just go, like, forget what they saying. Embrace that role. I wish she would embrace that certain role that I'm not going to back down, and I'm gonna stand up for my teammates, and I'm a guard the other team best player. I'm gonna show y'all that I'm better than y'all. But she don't do that. She does a lot of front running. She pick and choose. Like J.C. Sheldon, really? You like, come on, bro. I seen so much. Look, she was doing, oh, I can do the F I want to do. Whoa, huh? I want to see you say that to Chelsea Gray. You want that top spot? You got to say that to the big dogs.
Yep.
Don't say that to the little bitty puppies, the ones that can't defend themselves. Say that to the big dogs. I want to see you do it. Don't tell me you better than them. I'm tired of y'all saying she's better than those players. Go out there and show me.
Yep.
That's all I want to see. Show me. And I'm not just talking about regular season. I'm talking about throughout the year. Show me you're the best. Play regular season and playoffs. Do everybody, any kind of matchup. She should be able to destroy these matchups. I'm not getting my bang for the buck right now. Go ahead.
Not at all.
These players are gonna see. This is what y'all not seeing. Trust me. If I'm playing with a player who takes majority of the shots, turns the ball over every other possession, and doesn't play defense, look, I always tell y'all, I don't care what nobody's saying in those goddamn press conferences.
Right.
Look, when you're an athlete, being politically politically correct and PR is part of the job. It's like being a lawyer. You get up there and your job is to sway the jury. Your client could be guilty as hell.
Yeah.
You seen the tapes. You seen the tapes. Part of an athlete's job is to convince the audience everything is okay and I'm happy to be here. Yep. Trust me, behind the scenes, go interview any athlete. Ask them, would you like to play with a player, no matter how good the public might think they are, that turns the ball over, takes majority of the shots, and doesn't play defense? Y'all just looking at it from the TV screen. You know how aggravating it is to run all the way up the court full speed and have to backpedal back the other. Y'all, I don't think y'all understand how aggravating that is for a player. For me to full speed one way and have to backpedal 5 seconds later, 80% of the time. See, that's what y'all not watching. That is aggravating as hell. If I was playing with Caitlin Clark behind the scenes, I'm like, Coach, we got to get the ball out of her hands, man. We got to. I'm tired of backpedaling, Coach. Every 5 seconds I'm backpedaling because she's turning the basketball over.
Prince, you're keen on body language. If you watch Kelsey Mitchell, AB, and Natasha Howard at that game in the second half, you knew what time it was. They were pissed. Like, they wanted to walk off the court. If they didn't have to play the rest of that game, they would have walked off the court. Like, look, go look at Kelsey Mitchell's body language, y'all, from the first game to now.
Man, ain't no basketball. Man, look here, man. Y'all let them dudes that sit behind computers that wear a suit and tie every day tell y'all how basketball players feel. I mean, listen to yourselves for a second. Y'all be letting weirdos, these niggas are weird in real life, tell y'all how basketball players feel. What? Even a coach can't tell me how a basketball player feel. I'm sorry. Right. Unless that coach played the game, he can't tell me how I'm supposed to feel. Players do not like full speeding ahead and backpedaling half of the game. I'm sorry to tell y'all this. They don't. I don't care what they say in no press conference. I don't care what they say in front of the camera doing a sideline interview. Trust me. Behind the scenes, they do not like what she's bringing to Indiana right now. Trust me.
They don't.
Because her points ain't the reason they winning.
And what's up with DeWanna Bonner?
Yeah, I don't know.
Can I come to Phoenix?
Went home. I don't know why DeWanna Bonner didn't go home.
Can I come to Phoenix? No, we good over here. Click.
Literally.
Why did DeWanna Bonner go home?
That was a choice.
You know that late night talk, that old lady trying to get back with you. You know?
Right. Come on, man. Like,
that was a choice. That was a choice.
Where's DeWanna Bonner?
For every player that went to Phoenix, Fever, I don't feel bad for him. That was a choice. You chose that. You chose to go to that team.
Hey, I want to come back. Can I come home?
Leave. been on leave for like 5 games or something like that. Like what's going on?
What's going
Because
on?
she thought, because DeWanna Bonner thought she would get that Indiana fever whistle, because you know she a free throw merchant. She thought she would get that Indiana fever whistle, and she quickly, her and Natasha Boat quickly found out that whistle only applies to one person. They quickly found that out. Look, but Natasha Howard looks like a role player on Indy. I heard somebody talk about Natasha Howard the other day. The way they are talking about Natasha Howard is a little, if I'm Natasha Howard, is a little disrespectful. Natasha Howard is looking like Lexi Hall is looking better than Natasha Howard right now.
Yeah, that's bad.
I want y'all to let that sink in for a second.
That's bad. Yep.
And again, to be a great player, you got to have an ego. How you think Natasha Howard feels seeing Lexi Hall in top 10 voting? And we're going to get to that later. Look, I give it 10 more games. If Indiana don't right the ship and start winning like they was projected to do, I give it 10 more games. At some point, these players gonna have to say something. I give it 10 more games. I give it 10 more. 10 more. 10 more.
Well, we'll see how the rest of this season pans out. It's gonna definitely be interesting.
I'm loving it, Key. I'm loving it.
I knew this. I knew this is how it was gonna go. But you know, whenever you a hater, you a hater. You know, I'm a hater.
Hey, listen, I'll be Mr. Hater then. I love it.
I didn't. When they put together that team, I was like, that team don't scare me. Like that team ain't what that team's supposed. I've been said that when they put the. I didn't watch them play not once, and I was like, that team don't scare me. This is our championship team. This is y'all championship team. Natasha Howard, DB, Dantas. This is y'all championship team against AJ, Stewart, Stewie, and Sabrina Ionescu, and Phoebich, and Naphessa, and Kayla McBride. This is y'all championship team against these type of contenders, against the aces. This is the team y'all put together to beat those types of teams. We already knew how it was gonna go, but hey, y'all keep eating that up if y'all want to. Y'all keep eating that up. We're gonna see how it goes. But speaking of sophomore years, let's talk about Angel and Camilla's sophomore years and what's holding the Chicago Sky back from playoff races. Yesterday they played the Atlanta Dream. I think what was the score? I think we ended up losing by 13, unfortunately.
93-80.
93-80. Yep, lost by 13. We actually won the third quarter, which is where we've been struggling. It looked like it was a glimmer of hope. And then, yeah, I only want to read one stat from that game, and then I will let the panel get into this. The one stat I want to read is number 24. Ain't that Kobe number? Number 24, Rachel Banham played 32 minutes. Rachel Banham played 32 minutes and had 10 points and 4 assists. So I just wanted to read that from the game yesterday, since we want to talk about stats. And Rebecca Allen played 26 minutes and 4 points and 1 rebound. Okay, so I just want to put that out there. But what is stopping Chicago Sky from the playoff races? I am Zoe Media. Let us know.
So I was looking at yesterday's game, right? Earlier today. Shout out to Showtime. Look, I wouldn't be this thorough in my conversation, y'all, if Showtime didn't call me this morning. Because I didn't watch neither of the games yesterday. I was doing a husband day. I was doing a husband day yesterday, y'all. So I look at Chicago, right? I watched the game. What trips me out is Chicago Sky literally don't know how to perform in second halves of games. The score, y'all, to start the fourth quarter, the score was 69-69. To start the fourth quarter. Let me give y'all Chicago's first 5 minutes of the game. Block. Angel Reese gets the offensive rebound. Ariel Atkins gets fouled. Make both of her free throws. E. Will makes a 16-foot shot. After that, it's Angel Reese miss layup, Rebecca Allen foul, Atkins miss shot, E Will miss shot, Angel Reese turnover, Williams get blocked, Reese gets an offensive rebound, she misses it. Ariel Atkins gets it's a loose ball, turnover. Ariel Atkins gets the ball back, she misses a shot. That's literally their possessions up until the 4-minute and 45-second point. That's literally Chicago Sky from the start of the fourth quarter to 4 minutes and 45 seconds.
Yep.
What? I don't know what's wrong with this team, but I keep telling people this team will never win a game against competent competition until they learn how to play together. Basketball is a team sport. Camilla can come out there and average 30 points and 10 rebounds and they will still lose. Angel Reese could come out there and average 25, 10 and 10, and they would still lose. You got to be able to play together in key moments. When momentum shifts, you got to be able to stick together. You got to hold players accountable. You got to communicate. You got to believe in what the coach game plan is. The coach has to have the right game plan. A lot has to go into it. See, y'all just watch a basketball game and thinks that if they just put up more shots, they're going to win the game. That's not how that basketball actually works. Y'all know that, right? You literally got to align everything together. It got to make sense. This team don't make sense. The system don't make sense. The front office don't make sense. What these players do on the court don't make sense. Their mindsets don't make sense. This doesn't make sense. Chicago be lucky they win 7 games. I'm sorry. I get tired of watching them and saying, okay, maybe they're showing me a little spark. If they can be consistent in that, maybe they can win a couple more games. I've come to the conclusion that teams just don't take Chicago Sky serious in the first half. I've come to that conclusion. Teams look at Chicago Sky and say, we just got to stick to our game plan and we're going to beat them at the end of the game.
Yep.
We just got to stick. We don't care. Chicago could be up against the Mystics. They was up 12 points at halftime. The Mystics didn't panic. The Mystics kept taking the same shots they took in the first half. Mercury did the same thing in the first time they played them, and I called it out. Chicago Sky didn't stop playing. Mercury just started making shots in the second half.
Yep.
Chicago Sky's perimeter defense is atrocious. It is horrible. First of all, if I'm Camilla and Angel Reese, I keep saying this. If you gonna be the core moving forward, forget what you playing like. You have to, if it's your team, you have to set a standard, not for this team, for next year's team, for the head coach, for the front office, and for any player that's coming in the next 4 years. You either play this way or we won't get along. This is what we consider winning. You have to create a verbal understanding of your accountability. Angel Reese can come out there and score 30 points and get 20 rebounds a game. This team will never be what it's supposed to be unless Angel Reese and whoever else it is, Ariel Atkins, Camilla, as a player, you have to set the standard. That's something they have to learn to do. You have to set the standard for anybody that comes here. It ain't, oh, you gonna make the next shot. The standard is when I pass you the ball and you're open, your expectation and your responsibility on this team is to make that shot. If you don't make that shot, you don't got a leash. When you got to set Angel Reese and Camilla got to set a standard. When you come into this organization, we are the core. You fit what we have. This is what we consider expectations, responsibilities, and winning. Right now, I don't give a damn about what Angel Reese does on the court. Until your franchise player and your core sets the standard in the locker room and on the court, none of that matters. Some of y'all don't understand how basketball works. Either Chicago is going to be a team where people put up stats and it doesn't lead to winning, or they're going to play together. Everybody has a job and a responsibility. And in the end, we give ourselves, it's not automatically winning. You give yourself a chance to win in the end by doing the right things. But just like we talked about the GOAT room, when you're a team and you got a face of the franchise and your core players, there's a standard there to be part of this. Whatever we got going on, any rookie that come next year, any free agent that come in the next 3 years, if you're there with Camilla, Ariel, and Angel Reese, there's a standard here. Chicago has no standard. They have to set that, because guess what? When your players set the standard, the front office and the coach abides by it. See, y'all looking at this all wrong. Y'all let ESPN tell y'all that coaches run the locker room. Coaches don't run the locker room. My core players do. My core players do. We set the standard. The organization hires a coach that fits my standard. When I got to Tulane, we had a coach there. He got fired my freshman season. That offseason, we hired a new coach. Guess who was in the meetings? Me, Trey, and Derek. Know why? Because we were the core for the next 3 years. Tyler Marsh is only able to do that because there's no standard. He went into that interview process with no standard. There's no standard here. See, the only way you can either force your way out of an organization or force the organization to abide by you is to create a standard. Tyler Marsh and Jeff P. I don't give a damn what you talking about. Does it go with my standard of how I feel we should win? If it doesn't, move me behind the scenes or find shit that gonna work. I'm tired of playing. Look, man, this is basketball. What are we doing? I get on here every day and I lose a brain cell listening to people. What are we doing? This is basketball. Have y'all been in a locker room? It don't work like that. Damn. I swear I lose brain cells. It's basketball. We're not writing laws. There ain't no speeding ticket here. It's standard. Let's go perform. Period. Why we got to do all this other cachet and add all this other stuff in there to sound smart? It's basketball. You don't need to sound smart. You just need to understand the game. You got to keep.
All great points. All great points. I ain't gonna lie though. What you think about this? I ain't gonna lie. The Chicago Sky organization is an anomaly. You don't think so? Like they just don't. I don't even know what they're doing over there. Like all the things that are logical, they do the opposite. Like I just have never seen.
So Key, you come with your standard. Camilla, see. Key, you don't gotta see Angel Reese and Camilla. They don't gotta go in. And Showtime been covering the NBA for years. He knows this. Kevin Durant never posted one tweet saying he wanted out of Phoenix. He gave them expectations. Phoenix realized they couldn't meet those expectations. He probably gave them some, hey, if I'm gonna be here next year, this gotta go on. Phoenix knew they couldn't make that happen, so they moved him behind the scenes. It wasn't, and this is freaking Kevin Durant we're talking about.
Yep.
You heard nothing from Phoenix bashing Kevin Durant. That's why you can tell good organizations from bad ones. Phoenix isn't a bad organization. They just don't know how to put it together. But they do. Honestly, I'm gonna be honest. Even with Amari Stoudemire, who wanted out, you never found one post where they bashed him when he left.
Nope.
Some organizations just know how to conduct business. And
they don't
know how to do that. You gotta force their hand, Key.
They don't.
This is my standard if I'm going to be here for 3 years, or move me. You ain't even got to say a word. If you articulate it correctly, they know where to go.
Chicago don't, because they've been bashing their players. So
people get away with this. This is what I need people to stop saying, because I know you got to move on, Key. Stop saying somebody is holding somebody hostage. You can't. Right. Look here. I'm contrary to what y'all actually think. You can't hold a basketball player hostage.
No, you can't.
You can't.
Nope.
I'm sorry. There's literally a player legal team that allows that not to happen. Y'all know that, right?
Yep.
That's literally a legal team that gets paid quarterly. When players call on them, this organization is treating me unduly and wrongly. That will come out because they will have to put it out legally. You just have to create the standard and go from there.
I like it. I like it. What you got on this Showtime?
Now, when it comes to Chicago, right? What's the question again?
I mean, the question is what's keeping them out of the playoff races, but I do like where Prince was going with that.
Prince made some great points.
Yeah.
What's going to keep Chicago out of the playoffs? They terrible perimeter defense, and they don't take care of the ball. Now, if you're wondering, okay, let's go back to Saturday, right? Saturday, what happened? Now, the first time Chicago played Phoenix, they actually was up. When they up like in the third quarter, right?
Mm-hmm.
Fourth quarter. It happened right on time. Chicago Sky gets shot out the gym every single time. Now Saturday, Phoenix Mercury forced like 3-4 turnovers in the backcourt. I think in one quarter. Area actually turned them out like 3 times. Okay, they had 20 turnovers in that game, Keith. You know where else they lost the game at? Just like all these other games. The Phoenix Mercury in that game, Keith, shot 48% from the three-point line. 48%. I want you to think about this now. 48% from the three-point line. 17 three-pointers on 48% from the three-point line. The first meeting, it was 18 three-pointers on like 48%. They can't guard the perimeter. You got Rachel Banner, Kia Nurse, Rebecca Allen. I mean, they just don't have enough, Key. Camilla and Angel, they can control the paint all they want. Angel can play all the defense she wants. She can't guard 5 people at one time. Ariel Atkins, I thought she played really well yesterday. Look, you know why Chicago was actually in that game, Prince, HD Key? Because for the most of that game, they took care of the ball.
Yep.
Chicago only turned the ball over 9 times.
Yep.
They only turned the ball 9 times. E. Will comes off the bench. She gave him 14 points in the first half. I thought, look, E. Will, Angel, the only thing I didn't like from Angel yesterday, it's the only thing. I know she's dealing with a leg injury. I understand that. But look, I want Angel Reese to embrace the baseline jumpers a lot more. I want her to really trust her work more. There were a couple times I feel like she should have pulled up on that baseline. The defense, I thought she did. Look, Angel's defense, she's gonna be there. A couple one, 2 plays, she allowed her back though. That's fine. That's gonna happen. This what I didn't like about the only thing I like about Angel. It was the a couple of times I feel like she should have took the jump. That's it.
Yeah.
Really.
Mm-hmm.
I thought she made good job with the decision making. Passing E Will the ball. You saw that whip around pass, E Will just missed. She made a lot of things happen, right? We get all that. So did Camilla. She played really well. I don't understand why she got benched in the fourth. So E Will, Angel, Camilla, I thought they played really well. Ariel Atkins played great. That was probably one of Ariel Atkins' best games of the year. But again, the opposing team know that Chicago Sky ain't no threat. We playing Chicago Sky. Hey, McConnell, you finna have a career high. Hey, don't worry about the perimeter defense. I mean, we get a shot in with anytime we want. You watch that Phoenix game, they was pulling up a Chicago grill in transition with no care. They didn't even care. Satuja got the ball and say, oh, man, Rebecca Allen on me? Oh, that ain't good. Cash money. Sammy Wincombe, smoking. They can't defend the three-point line. At some point, okay, JLP, if you're trying to make the playoffs, are you going to address this at some point? They was pushing Michaela to be an important piece to the team. Michaela's a solid player for the bench. She's good for the locker room. You need players for the locker room that make it feel like a family. You get what I'm talking about. Like City Coasting for Vegas. You
Mhm.
know, she was good for the locker room, whatever. Good teammate. But she's not what they. She can't provide the defense that they need. She can't. They don't have any defenders outside of Angel, outside of Ariel Atkins. And then you got Rachel Banner starting. Rachel Banner starting, and really at this point, y'all, this is all about development. I think they need to get out that mindset that y'all trying to make the playoffs. Just focus on development. Play the young players. Just go and get HBL that starting spot. Camilla, for what I know, Camilla's going to play one more game tomorrow. Then she's going to leave for the American Cup after tomorrow, so she will be available against the Los Angeles Sparks. When she leaves, I'm not high on Maddie Westbell again. I know we had this conversation last week. Even the game with the little minutes I did see, I wasn't too impressed. She looked five. And me personally, she looked 2 years behind. Play Maddie Westbell, see what you got. It's all about development, man. Angel, continue to trust your game. There's a lot of little things I'm picking up on. She's doing a good job at utilizing the pick and roll, keeping the ball up high. Yes, you can see her and Camilla. They developing. They're developing as 2-year players. I want them to continue to focus on that development. And I like what I've been seeing from Angel and Camilla the last 5 games. They're playing a lot better. The confidence is getting there. I think Tyler Moore, Jeff Petey, and they just need to brace their young players, focus on development. But Chicago is not going to make the playoffs. At this point, it's a wish sound.
I'm loving what y'all saying. I'm loving what y'all saying. I don't know, bro. Even the development thing, like ain't Camilla was having a breakout game the last game. Against Phoenix, 17 points in the first half. She had been consistent through a string of games, which is what we've been looking for her to be consistent more than anything. So she scored 17 points in the first half. Third quarter, he sits her. It's like I would love for them to do what you saying, Showtime, but it sounds too much like right. Like they do not be like I just. But what you got on this HD?
Michael Alter and Nadia, y'all could prance y'all ass out all last year when Teaspoon was going through her little ordeal, but now all of a sudden y'all don't want to be found. So, first of all, I don't think Camilla or Angel is the core of this team. They don't play like it. They don't coach like it. The vets in them don't respond to it. I think the core originally was Vandersloot, Kia Nurse, and Rebecca Allen. And Banham, he wanted to throw Banham in there, but he knew he couldn't put her in there soon. They want to put the team around them, and they look at Angel and Miller. They don't trust these players. I haven't seen them one time defend these two players. It's either they're in a trade talk, it's either Angel ain't doing enough. And Prince just talked about good organizations, great organizations compared to bad. You haven't heard one thing about Kevin Durant from Phoenix. You ain't heard one bad thing. You haven't heard Kevin Durant needs to do more. Kevin Durant needs to lead. I haven't heard nothing. Jeff P came out and showed me what this is. This owner's not serious. He's not. Because if he was a serious owner, why would you come out and bash the person who's bringing you the most money, the most viewership, the most fans, and is seen as one of the up-and-coming young fours in the league? She is. She's one of the up-and-coming fours in the league for the next generation and on. And then again, you keep bringing Banham up. I'm going to be honest with everybody. I really believe they think Banham is Mabry. They really think Banham is their Mabry. I think they do. Listen, it's funny, but I'm serious. They play Banham like she is a big piece of this team. They do. Look, Ever since we traded Mabry to Connecticut, they have this mindset of Bam's our 3-point shooter. She's gonna bring the three back. And she ain't doing it. She don't even have the fire that Mabry had. Then Mojo, 1 minute Mojo healthy. Mojo, just sit your ass out so we can get a hardship contract. Like, that's all I need you to do. But they're not even doing that. Look, this is why I like the Las Vegas Aces. They gonna be like, yo, we need you to sit out for like these 3-4 games or the month. We finna go get somebody. That's what you're supposed to do. That's smart GM-ship and organization-ship. We got none of that. Look, this organization, this is probably one of the youngest organizations, I believe. I'm not counting Golden State because they just came. They have been doing this since Candace Dupree was drafted. They don't have direction. They don't know what they're doing. I don't believe they believe these 2 young players are their core. Now, all of a sudden, he thought by putting that in the paper with whatever the girl name is, he thought that everybody was going to turn and say, yeah, like Miller Angel ain't doing enough. It backfired. So now he's trying to backtrack and say, oh, well, Miller, Angel, HVL, and Maddie, they're going to be on the team in the future. Well, why didn't you just come out and say this is a rebuild year? Like, why didn't you come out and say we're going to attempt to make the playoffs? We might not, but we want to develop our young players. That's all he had to do. And they couldn't even do that right. Then you made Teaspoon and them the scapegoat. And now I don't even think anybody wants to come to this team. I don't even think no free agent. If I'm a free agent, I don't even come. I don't even pick up the phone. If it's from that area code, man, look, listen. If you go to Atlanta, BG is giving you maybe 2-4 points. You know what BG said? This is the first time in a long time I'm happy to play basketball, being in this organization. Have you heard anybody really say they love the organization? I don't see it. Their body language, I don't see it. I don't see anybody hustling for balls or anything. I really believe, honest opinion, this is my opinion, and I can be wrong. I don't believe none of these players like each other on the team. I don't think they like playing with each other. It's probably 2 or 3 players that love to play with each other. The other 2 they don't like. Kia Nurse, for some reason, do not pass the ball to the bigs when they have either a mismatch or they're running the floor. She just don't even care. She's looking for somebody else. You have Rebecca Allen in there. I'm finna jack this shot up. I'm not passing. So again, I don't believe this. I don't believe they believe these players are our core. I don't believe they do. I believe they felt like Vandersloot was going to carry us to the playoffs and they were going to send her out to glory. In her last year, it backfired. Now they don't know what to do. I don't even think Tyler Marsh is calling any damn plays. I think it's Tanisha Wright the whole time. I just don't believe it. Tyler Marsh just don't come off to me as a coach or somebody who leads my team. He's up and down, walking up and down and doing all of this. I just think it's for show. This is a shit show. Like Prince said last week, this is a shit show. And that's all it is. Like what Michael Alter needs to come out and tell me, what is your direction? Do you really want to win? Or are you just here just to put a product out there while you go on the golf course on Tea Time 9 or whatever, smoking a cigar with one of your 9 mistresses, allegedly. So that's what I'm saying. So what do you want to do? Because I don't believe this team. Because look, if this was a competent organization, they would have fired Jeff P. and Tyler Marsh after that Indiana game. I'm just gonna be honest with you. After that Indiana game, they'd have been fired. Because that was a shit show. That was terrible basketball. Then the coach rotations is terrible. He continuously sits Camilla on the bench. I don't know why. Will, good first half, but I'm sorry, you're old. You're old. You're old. Like, you're done. She's done. I'm sorry. I don't care. Her 16 points felt like 2 points. I'm sorry. It just did. I need my young players the ball. I know you don't like Maddie's show, but if you're not going to use Maddie, cut Maddie and go get somebody who actually wants to play. Like that you can play. I'm tired of this. Oh, I got to coddle this player. I got to make sure this player's. I don't need that. What is your point? Do you want to win, or are you just here just to say, oh, we sold some tickets, whatever? You need to let me know because I'm confused. I don't know what I'm watching. Even when we were winning in the game, I still felt like we're going to get blown out. I just felt like it because it never felt real to me. It never felt real to me. Ariel Atkins looks like she just ready to just walk off a cliff right now. She looked like it. She looked like I don't even want to play. Like her body language, I've never seen my years watching Washington. I've never seen Ariel Atkins with this bad body language ever in my life. Even at Texas, I've never seen Ariel just was like, she just looked like she's defeated. She just in cruise control. She just like, is the season over with? Oh, we got a game tomorrow? Damn. Like, that's how she looked to me. Angel just like, I don't know what to do. I'm damned if I do, damned if I don't. Camilla, like, I'm going to Brazil and America. I'm out. Y'all can have this. I don't even want to be here. This team is this ain't even the bad news Bears. This is a bad team. None of the pieces fit, Key. Don't nobody want to play together. They don't want to play. Listen, I go watch the Connecticut Sun. They actually like playing together. They lose, but they actually like being on the court together. Our team, man, they looking at their watch. They looking like it's time. Bet I'm going to the club. I'm gonna holler at y'all. That's how it feels to me. That's how it feels to me because I played on a bad team before. That's the body language of a bad team. They don't really want to play. They don't. And even if you fire Jeff P. or Tyler Marsh, I don't think that changes it, Key. I don't think that changes it at all. You have to sell this team. This team has got to be sold. If they want to win championships, you need a real a real owner, in position that wants to win. Because I don't see it. Even if next year comes, we're going to have a full roster of just our rookies, our second-year players. They still not going to do nothing because I don't trust they're going to bring the right players in or the right people in position of power. That's how I feel. I'm sorry. We're not making no playoffs. We ain't doing nothing until you change it where Michael Alter and Nadia is at. This is what we're going to get next year. I don't see it. I'm sorry. I'm done. I can't deal with the sky. I can't watch the Valkyrie and then watch the sky. I'm sorry. I'm allergic to bad basketball. I'm allergic to bad play. I'm allergic to it. I'm allergic to no accountability. I'm allergic to it. I'm sorry. I can't watch it. It's terrible. That Atlanta game, Pow came off the bench. Do you know Pow lit Rachel Banham up for like 10? Easy. Like she just shot it like Rachel Banham fat ass wasn't there. She just shot it. And that's a rookie. She playing like she been in the league as long as Banham. Like seriously, it's like, do you have any pride as a veteran? Do you have any pride? Our veterans don't have no pride. Do they have pride? Do they want to play? Do they want to play? Because I don't see it. Kia Nurse, just go get your hair done and go somewhere else, man. You ain't shit. You just ain't shit. I'm sorry, Rebecca Allen, you ain't shit either. You just sit their old asses down and just go out there with Michaela and we'll just use E-Will. And then Mojo, you hurt for the rest of the season. Here's your money. You hurt for the rest of the season. We'll go get somebody else and we'll go play. That's all I got. I can't watch this roster. It's bad. I can't watch it. Man. I can't watch it. I'm done. Get rid of Mojo. If you're watching this, baby, I like your forehead, but you need to sit down. Let us go get another player who can give us something. That's all I ask. That's all I ask.
Shout out to C. Leah for the $2 super chat. She said, notice there's no team vibing videos like last
because they don't like each other. They don't like each other.
Yeah. I mean,
you can tell by watching it.
I mean, I talked about it after I went to the
HD because I don't get it.
Huh?
What'd you say?
Jeff P should be fired because see, I've been thinking about this for a minute. You know, because HD said it, and I've really been thinking this for a minute. Y'all know how we always say Chicago Sky need to make up their mind, either they rebuilding or trying to win. Jeff P should be fired. Him putting out that article told y'all he thought this was a winning roster.
Thank you.
If I'm the owner,
why isn't he fired?
What you mean we supposed to be better?
Thank you. That's all I've been saying.
That article should be a headstone on his grave. It should be the owner should have walked into the meeting and said, "Y'all want to see a dead body?" and told Tyler Barton to stand up. Come on, man. Look, you can't put that article out, and the fans are still asking for you to come out and say, are we trying to rebuild and build our core and develop our young players? Or are we trying to win? Him putting that article out literally gave y'all answer. And y'all still don't see it yet. Y'all still don't see it. Y'all still are fighting with it that Jeff P thought this was a championship roster. He literally told you that by throwing his young players under the bus. Notice he didn't talk about none of the vets.
Nope.
I need y'all to really pay attention to this.
Didn't talk about not one of them.
He didn't mention none of the vets by name. Notice he didn't mention none of the vets' names. He really thinks the vets are doing their job.
Exactly.
Okay. That's the reason why. First, shout out to Cliff. Shout out to Cliff Hill for the $4.99 super chat. He said, "Give him hell, HD." And then shout out to B Will for the $5 super chat. That was a lot, HD. A lot of facts. That's the reason.
That's the truth.
Hold on, HD. That's the reason why before I even asked the question, or maybe right after I asked the question, I said, let me read these two stats. Both people are vets. I read Rebecca Allen's stats, 26 minutes, 1 rebound, 4 points. I read Rachel Benham's stats, 32 minutes, 0 rebounds, 4 assists, 10 points. That's why I read their stuff. Like, because those are I still see, Angel was 3 for 11. Why are y'all talking about what Rachel Benham and what Rebecca Allen are doing?
Because he see them as franchise players. He see them as franchise pieces. He don't value Camilla or Angel. He don't. Look, if I value Camilla or Angel, I'm doing an article or I'm coming out putting my pieces to better suit their skill set. They didn't do that. Me and Prince were the only ones. I think Shower, you did it. Yeah, you did it too. We were the four. We're the 4 only ones I've seen go off about this roster construction over everybody. We didn't even like the roster construction because it don't fit. It just didn't fit. And then they're prancing Sloot around like she the Empress or something. I'm like, she ain't do nothing for us. That was Candace Parker and Collier Copper championship. That wasn't her. Yeah, man, look, this organization ain't serious, Key. They need to sell the team.
Not at all.
They not serious. They not.
For Jeff P to be fired in the offseason. But look, everything y'all said, I loved literally each one of y'all gave nuggets and just good information. And I'm just so blown because I just know they're not going to do that. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if Jeff P gets a 3rd year. Like, it's at this point, like, it is. I want to say the one thing is, and I've said it, but Prince put it just a lot more eloquent. I kept saying, only 2 things is gonna happen. Either Angel gonna vibe out and be media trained, or she's gonna use her weights. And that's kind of what Prince, just put together earlier. Is like, bruh, if you're cool with this, then okay, which I know you're not. So if you're not cool with it, you're gonna have to start acting like you're Angel Reese. And I know she like to be humble, etc. But bruh, you're gonna have to start acting like you Angel Reese. You're gonna have to start using your weight and get things moving, because if not, they wasting away your next couple this year and your next couple years. They're going to waste away you and Camilla's talent, and I don't think that they're going to focus on their development. I think that, like HD said, they don't believe in them. and they're not actually trying to develop those players. I don't think they have a competent enough coaching staff to even do some of those things. So I mean, it's just a lot of things. It is poor roster construction. So Jeff P is definitely number one on the head chopping block. I hear everybody where they're like, it's Jeff P, it's the roster construction. What can you do with that? But then there's just things that Tyler Marsh does. Like, even with this roster construction, though, bro, you should be doing better, right? So let's talk about it, right? We had Lindsey Allen at PG. Y'all was excited about Courtney Vandersloot. Y'all said Courtney Vandersloot was better than Lindsey, right? We had Cece at the 2. Ariel Atkins is better than Cece at the 2. We have arguably a better team this year. Now, I'm not saying it's a great roster, it's a perfect or anything, but better team put together than last year. You get what I'm saying? So we should be doing better. And we can't use Vandersloot going down because we weren't playing well when she was in the game, and could probably argue that she was not doing well.
We can't use that. They were playing
Yeah.
better.
Yeah. So I mean, when it comes to what's up?
Yeah, I'm just gonna say, I know they ain't perfect, but look, you can't tell me under under Teresa Witherspoon, this team wouldn't be harder. I'm not saying it'd be perfect. I'm not saying it'd be a championship contender, but I like what B said. Shout out to B. I was laughing when she put on Twitter. When was it, yesterday? She said this team was going through a brick wall for Teresa Witherspoon. They won't even ring the doorbell for Tyler Marsh.
They
I said,
won't.
be funny.
They
And that's the
won't.
perfect way to put it. Man, they are not fighting hard for. I question. Okay, what would they do with Renee? I'm just wondering, man. I think she's a better coach. She has experience coaching the Olympus team. I just don't look at Tyler Moore as a coach. He don't. It's just
They
no.
not
It's nothing
serious.
personal. It's nothing
Show they
personal
not
against
serious.
Marsh.
Show they not serious, because if you was serious, if they really want to turn this around, you want me to be honest with you, fire Tanisha Wright and Tyler Marsh and move Courtney out the way, move Raina up and go get somebody else and go from there. If they're really serious, I'm serious. If they really want to turn this around, I'm firing the first seat and the head coach, and I'm moving Courtney Paris down to the 4th seat, and I'm adding 2 more assistants who are competent that Raina wants, and I'm going from there. If you want to get to the playoffs. Now, if you don't want to get to the playoffs, keep with these 2 bums on the first seat and the head coach seat. Go ahead.
Shout out to
Yeah.
Lorenzo D228 for the $5 super chat. Give Deja Kelly her money, send her on her merry way. Meanwhile, you got Deja Kelly just floating in the air like a bubble. I don't know if you met Mo Jefferson.
Yeah, he met Mojo. Yeah, he met Mojo.
Yeah. Yeah, it don't matter who they replace who with, man. It's they got to start from the top because this is just all bad. If it's the organization, then yeah, that's gonna be a struggle no matter who you replace. If it's the organization, then that's what it is. But if it is the GMing, then yeah, you got to start with the GM. And I say do it now. Like, I don't see, if I'm them, I'm doing interviews right now. I'm doing interviews now. And you need to show me your playbook, okay? I'm doing interviews right now for the GM and for the coaching position. Renee, you know what can happen? Renee can be interim coach. They have those, y'all. Interim. Renee be interim coach. If she's looking decent at interim coach, then you just leave her. Let her be the coach. And you have time throughout this season, letting her be the coach to continue to find the right coach. Get you a new GM. She go ask Vegas coach if she learned her lesson. She was scapegoated in the situation, possibly. They let her go because of that whole De'Erica Hamby thing. Go ask her. She don't got no job right now. Go ask the Vegas GM. These things have happened. Quote, whatever. What can you do for us going forward? She's experienced in a championship organization, and she knows how to put a roster together. It seems as though. And work with
Hey, man.
franchise players. Go check out the Las Vegas GM. In the meantime, you make Renee Wakama head coach, interim coach. And then you go ahead and you interview. You just see what she does. Talk to her, see what happens. If you feel like, okay, she should stay as the head coach, you leave her there. If you feel like you find better talent at the head coaching position, you put them into play and you leave her there as an assistant coach for possibly your future, etc. It's a win-win situation. But you start right now and you lie and you blame it on firing Jeff P. Why we didn't make the playoffs this year is because we fired our staff, which we know that's not really why, but you just say that. We had to go in a completely new direction. We fired our staff. We're going in a different direction. This is just what we're doing right now because we really want to be competitive in the next coming years. We don't want to waste the talent that we have on this team, Angel, Reese, and Camilla. So we will be going in a new direction at this point and leave it at that. Like, what are we doing? I don't understand. What is there to save face? And then people are saying, well, it will look bad because now we don't fire 2 coaches in 2 years and we look bad losing like this.
Yes,
Going
bad.
into the offseason, we look bad. What, like, why you think it's a trade-off? Why you think keeping him and looking bad? Do you think players want to come play for him? Do you think players are watching this and are like, I want to go play for that coach? Matter of fact, Prince, are you watching Tyler Marsh and you feel like you want to go play for him?
No, I wouldn't.
Do you feel like he would make you successful?
No, I wouldn't say it publicly. I would just
no.
You
You wouldn't say it publicly.
I would just move like, nah, I'm good.
In 2026, if they approach you though, you're gonna be like, it's probably somewhere better I could go.
Because again, for some players, it's about long-term wealth. So when you look at a situation, you got to say, in 3 years, will this help or hurt me? I think if I'm Ariel Atkins, I'm pissed.
Yes. Yes.
Because she's about to start getting her veteran contract, and she's about to start getting her first veteran contract while not possibly being all WNBA offense or defense and not winning. So when she goes to the bargaining table, she really has no leverage.
Nope.
Ariel Atkins is one of those players who might end up taking a 1-year deal, going to a new team, re-showcasing herself so she can get a good contract. Watch.
Yep.
That's the situation Chicago Sky Tyler Marsh has put Ariel Atkins in. If I'm any player, Ariel Atkins tier or above, I'm not playing for Tyler Marsh. First of all, he's not even proven. But Tyler Marsh, that's your calling card? Good luck.
Right. Exactly.
Man, people just be talking.
Anybody over here talking about
good luck. Man.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I don't think they win. I don't think they make it to the playoffs at all. Now, even more than I didn't think so, anyways. But I definitely game over game continue to think that they're not going to make it to the playoffs. Like Prince said, they'll be lucky if they win 7 games. I think we're 3 and something right now. I just think this is the point they're at. I don't think they turn this around at any point. I've seen some people say maybe it'll be a bad first half like the Fever and then a good second half. Like, no.
Hell no. No.
For real. Okay?
No.
So.
Hey, Key, do we got a Kelsey Mitchell on the team?
And don't.
Oh, okay.
No, we do not.
I was just asking because I thought we had a Kelsey Mitchell.
Man,
Gotcha.
we'll be better out hiring Coach Carter, man.
Yeah, facts.
Not
Facts.
Carter.
Yeah.
Hey, that's one of my favorite movies.
Not Coach Carter. Hey, Coach Carter make all of them quit.
I was about to say. Coach Carter would have quit. Jeff P would have quit. Jeff P would have quit. Messing around with Coach Carter. He would have closed the gym down and everything. Hey, that's one of my favorite movies. That's jokes.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, y'all. I mean, that's just where we at with it. But to get into something else, I didn't see. Oh, my bad. Shout out to Miss Goody Two Shoes for the $4.99 super chats. How can Angel develop make small improvements during the season outside of the team. You mean like practicing on her own, or what you mean, Miss Goody Two Shoes? Like what she was doing in the off season already, practicing on her mid range and stuff. I mean, if that's what you mean by make small improvements during the season outside of the team, I guess she could do her own practices with the same some of the same people she's been using at this
Yeah,
point.
but I'm gonna be honest with you, Miss Goody Two Shoes. Angel attempted way more shots last year than now. Like Teaspoon allowed her to shoot. Like she told her to just keep shooting. This coaching staff, every time she come down to attempt the shot, I don't think she's allowed to shoot. She's like, whatever. She's just to pass the ball off player or a screener. I keep telling you, they look at Miller and her as just ancillary players. They don't look at them as core, our future, who we can build around and win a championship with. They don't. They don't, because you don't put out an article about your best player. I don't care if it's Bron or Jordan, Kobe. You don't put that out there dissing them on the front page saying they need to do this and do that. That nobody. If I'm a star player on another team and I probably wanted to go play with Angel and Miller, I'm definitely not playing with Angel and Miller now in Chicago. After you just put that out there, I'm sorry, I'm not. You're not going to diss me that way or treat me like that. No, come on, no.
Yeah, that's facts. I see what you're saying, Miss Goody Two Shoes. Yeah, can she work with someone else on the mid range shots? I mean, she already was. She was taking them in Unrivaled. I think it's what HD said. I mean, she just they not really letting her shoot or building her confidence in that. I think that's the point they're at with that. So but let's get into the next topic. Let's talk about the All-Star voting. We saw some early the early voting numbers. So let's get into that and the top 10 All-Star voting takeaways. Let me pull that up though. I can't remember off the top of my head what the top 10 was.
I got it right here. You want me to say it?
Yeah, go ahead, say them.
You got Caitlin Clark, 515,993. Naphessa, 484,758. Aliyah Boston, 446,961. Asia, 394,600. Brianna Stewart, 367,819. Paige Beckers, 312,920. Kelsey Mitchell, 277,664. Sabrina, 234,684. Lexi Hole, 217,438. And Kiki Iriafen, 213,500. That's the top 10.
Okay. Okay, so what's y'all takeaways from the top 10 voting, Showtime?
Well, I'm not surprised about CC being number one and Indiana Fever. They got like what, how many players in top 10? Like three, four.
They got four players in the top 10.
I'm not surprised. I was actually surprised. I'm actually trying to figure out why the enforcer not top 5. You know, the enforcer should have more votes, man.
Right.
You know, the great Sophie Cunningham.
Yeah, she's at 23. Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, she's at 23. Yeah.
Hey, man, y'all got to go vote for the enforcer, man.
Hey.
You know? She's protecting the cash cow.
She a black belt. She a black belt show. Black belt.
Seem like to me, is she protecting the cash cow? She trying to milk the cash cow. I'll let you figure that out, though. Don't let that go over your head. I don't think y'all really paying attention to what's really going on. So I'm gonna say it again. Is she trying to protect the cash cow? She trying to milk the cash cow. See, y'all ain't really paying attention. You know, people have hidden agendas, you know. But anyways, look, man. The fan vote is not the end all be all. Of course, if I'm wrong, let me know.
It's 50% fan vote. It's 50% coaches get decide the starters, right? And it's the coach.
Yeah, it's like
Player
25 and 25.
25, 25,
50%
something like
vote
that.
in 25 players, 25 coach.
I think when it's all said and done, I think you're gonna get the fees of Collier, CC. It's in Indiana, by the way. CC, um,
AB.
Sabrina Nescu,
Mm-hmm.
Naphessa Collier, Asia, and who's a wing that's playing? Stewie. Pretty sure they probably going. Maybe they put them 5 in the start lineup. That's what I think. That's just me personally. I mean, the voting is the voting, y'all. I mean, the whole system is really fanfare. You know, this is when the fanatics supposed to show up.
Right.
And I think part of it, the reason why Angel was in the top 10, if you pay attention, they got Kiki. You see who's in front of her, Kiki and a couple other players. I think a lot of the Caitlin Clark fans, they voted other power forwards like Kiki. You know what I'm saying? They voted her on their ballot so she can get more votes than Angel. That's just me personally. That's what I think. And number two, I think because Angel got off to a slow start offensively the first 3-4 games, that could play a part in that. And I'm gonna say this: I think a lot of Angel Reese fans are being lazy, man. If you're an Angel Reese fan and you're not voting, don't complain about the voting, because obviously you're not doing your part. They're doing their part. You got to do yours. So you can't sit here and make us. You can't get mad because CC Mafia showing up for her and y'all ain't showing up for Angel. See, I don't like that. You know what I'm saying? Don't say you're a real fan. All it take 5 minutes to go vote. But we still it's we got to the 28, y'all. I think the 28 is when it closed and they're gonna announce the starters, if I'm not mistaken. Look, I think the next poll is gonna be what, tomorrow. Look here, if you haven't voted, y'all vote. Don't complain. Because a lot of people hit me on Showtime. You see what happened? They have CC #1. She's the golden girl, man. That's the media favorite. So of course her fan base show up for her. Stop complaining about what her fans doing for her, supporting her, and you're not supporting your favorite basketball player.
Yep.
If you're an Angel Wilson fan, go vote. Why is she not #1? Y'all not being real fans. You know, you either gonna be the part of the problem or part of the solution. That's all it is. So I really have no problem with CC fans voting for her, voting for them fever players. They gonna do. Chicago Sky fans, y'all gotta step the game up. We gotta vote Angel Camilla, Ariel Atkins. That's all to it.
Yeah, that's facts. I mean, I have seen a lot of people say they're not voting for Angel because they don't want her in Indiana because of what she has dealt with being there. But Angel came out in an interview and said she wants to be there. She wants Camilla there. I think if the player says they want to be there, what we want don't really matter. You know what I'm saying? If you supporting the player, support the player. I've been voting for Angel every day. I've been voting for Camilla, Double A, and some other players. You know what I'm saying? She's saying she want to go. That should be all that matters to you as a fan. I really don't have much else to say on that. I mean, it'd be one thing if she came out and said she didn't want to go, but she's saying she wants to go. She's also calling for her fans to support her and getting Camilla there as well. Just do what the girls say if you support her, if you're a fan. I'm a fan. I'm a supporter. I don't like everything she say. You know what I'm saying? She said give Tyler Marsh grace. I'm not doing that. But she said she wants to vote for her to be an all-star. Vote for her. What you mean you don't want her there? She want to be there. She a grown woman. If that's her choice, let that be her choice. Y'all can't make them choices for her and not vote for her. As far as I mean, we see Paige Becker's up there, Kiki up there as well. I mean, it could be a little bit of what Showtime's saying. I mostly think, most of it is it's a new glittery. It's just like Angel and CC last year. CC's able to sustain it because she has the media around her. But I think that a part of it is similar to last year. Angel was high as hell last year. Not saying she shouldn't have been, right? But it was like a rookie that high in all-star voting, you know what I'm saying? So I think with Kiki and Paige is similar to that. It's a new, not to say they're not showing improving, you know what I'm saying? They're not balling out, but I think it's similar to that. People, like you said, the fans is coming out and they voting because they liking what they seeing. But besides that, yeah, I'm not really surprised by the top 10. It just sucks for some of the players, man, who's actually like balling out or even having, playing better than they ever played possibly in previous years. And you got people like Sophie Cunningham beating them out and stuff like that. It just is disheartening seeing that, you know what I'm saying? Because you know how much these players put in, and it's so no, these players don't play for accomplishments specifically, but you got goals, and you're playing to a high level to obtain that. You know what I'm saying? So I seen it on Brittany Sykes. You know what I'm saying? She said that's one of her goals. Like she wants to be an all-star, got it in her career. So she wants to get that. You know what I'm saying? She damn sure playing better than Sophie Cunningham. So, it's disheartening seeing some of the voting, but that's where we at with it. You got anything on this HD?
Yeah, ESPN need to sell their network. Fox Sports need to give their checks back. Look, like I'm a very passionate person. So if people know me, even my brothers who watch me, they know I'm passionate. I don't like this because for one, just look at the lower part of the list. Jackie Young has been disrespected for way too long. Ron Howard, I'm not a Ron Howard fan. Ron Howard locked up some of your top 10 this year. Like a lot of them this year. She's locked them up. Skylar Diggins, who everybody was saying, oh, she was a bully to Jewel Lloyd. She got the Storm, what, 4th seed, 3rd seed? Gabby Williams is probably turning into the best wing in the league, one of the best. You got not Enrique, excuse me. Scratch that. You got Sonia Citron at 35. Sonia Citron been out playing damn near all the wings and guards this year. And then just this last game against Dallas, she hit a game-winning shot. You got Kayla Thornton at 39. She's the best wing right now to me in the league. I'm sorry. And I can argue with anybody. She's been, oh my God, like for the Valkyrie, she's been guarding 1 through 5 consistently, locking everybody down. And she's giving you offense. Kayla McBride, disrespected. Naphessa Collier has been out like 2 or 3 games. McBuck has just been, gosh, he's probably one of the best closers I've seen of women in a long time, like a woman ball player, like the way she plays. And then you got Alyssa Thomas, who got the Phoenix no-nos in like the 3rd. I call them the no-nos because don't nobody know a damn person on that team. She got them in 3rd place. And she's all the way down here in the look, these fans need to do their research and actually watch the games. I could tell they're not watching the games. I love Kelsey Mitchell. Kelsey Mitchell been getting a butt busted this whole year. All those players I named have been playing better than everybody on the Fever. Everybody. Caitlin Clark, to me, if she didn't have her fans, I got her down like at 18 or 19 on my vote. She hasn't played well. And ESPN, these machines keep pushing this false narrative. But then on one hand, they claim we're trying to grow the league. But how are you growing the league when you got Kayla Thornton and all these players at the bottom? Because these fans don't know. You're not showing them who's balling. We've complained about this in the NBA for years, and y'all are bringing that bullshit over here to the women's sport. Like I'm tired of it. Like I'm tired of the trolling. I'm tired of the disrespect. give some of these women their grace. Brittany Sykes is 4th on the list of scoring. Like, Brittany Sykes has galvanized that team. Nobody had Washington in the playoffs. Everybody had Washington, what, 11 to 13? Look where she got them. And y'all keep talking about this debate. Asia Wilson, in my opinion, her, Fee, Brianna, they should be up there. But Lexi Hole, really? We're putting Lexi Hole in the top 10. Even if you a fan, Lexi Hole? Like, I'm disgusted. Like, I'm really disgusted. These networks have really ruined the game. Mainstream media continues to do a job on the casual fans. And I'm sorry. Like, I can't watch the All-Star game this year. I'm sorry, because these players have earned it. I've watched them every year, and this year bust their ass. Brittany Sykes is finally healthy and playing like the Sykes I knew she can be. Kayla Thornton has always been disrespected. I watched her out in El Paso. Like, she played for UTEP. The girl can ball. She's always been a baller, and she don't even get a top 2015 vote. Like, go ahead, man. I'm good. Go ahead. I'm good.
Vote. I don't
I'm
think
good.
How gonna make it though. I think it's just fan vote. That's why I'm. It's nothing to really.
I'm good, man.
About really. I think some of the I think CC, Aliyah Boston, Kelsey Mitchell, they are definitely gonna make it. That's automatic. I think. This is my question though about the All-Star format. Last year it was the Olympics team versus the All-Star. What is the format this year?
You're gonna go back to East versus West.
Yeah, East versus West.
If it's gonna be East versus West, then okay. I don't. And how many spots? How many spots on the team?
It's 12 each team.
12 each team. Yeah, I think you're gonna because it's East versus West. I think some of these players like Brittany Sykes, Alicia Gray. Okay, yeah. I think she's gonna make based off of she is a 4th leader scorer. And we'll determine that down the line. We'll pick out who we think should make the team and all that. But you get what I'm saying. I think some of the players you name, I think they'll get the nod. I will be surprised. Look, I'm gonna have a big problem with Lexi Hall make the All-Star team. I understand the fan voting, but it's nowhere in here.
No way she should make the All-Star team at all. Yeah. Period.
Yeah, super chat.
Man, facts. Shout out to Amy Sue for the $4.99 super chat. I read that the top 2 vote getters will be team captains and get to select the players on their teams. I wish Angel could be one of the captains. Yeah.
Whoa. So the 2 vote getters
will be team captains.
Huh.
Why you just stalled up like that? You got something to say?
They gonna create some kind of drama out of this. I already know it, bro.
Yeah.
See, I'm not. See, I already know they're gonna try to create some kind of fake outrage, and it's all kind of. Yeah, I see that coming from a mile away. That ain't nothing but a setup, bro. Whoever did that ain't nothing but a setup, Key. They know what they're trying to do, bro. It's in Indiana. You got all this confusion going on with the media and all that. See, they know what they doing, bro. Whoever did that crap. Hey, man, they know what they doing, bro. Come on, man.
It is what it is at this point. Just go vote, y'all. Go vote. You got something on this, Prince?
Looking at that list, I kind of agree with Showtime. I don't see I don't see. So it's gonna go back to East versus West. those who don't know, the Western Conference teams are the Lynx, the Mercury, Seattle, Golden State, Aces, Sparks, and Dallas. The East is Liberty, Atlanta, Fever, Mystics, Sky, Connecticut. The Eastern Conference is front court heavy. The Western Conference is back court heavy.
Mm-hmm.
Looking at that list, Kelsey Mitchell, I could see her making it because again, she's in the Eastern Conference, which is front court heavy.
Backcourt heavy. Backcourt.
I mean, backcourt heavy. No, I'm saying the Eastern Conference is front court heavy.
Yeah, East Coast front court. Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna be honest, y'all. I'm gonna really be honest. Paige.
Yeah, absolutely. That's West Coast though. That's West.
Again, look, the West Coast, you got Gabby, Skylar Diggins, Jackie Young, Chelsea Gray, Courtney Williams, Kayla McBride, Kelsey Plum, Rakia, Arike. I mean, damn.
Bruh.
Hey,
I'm telling you.
Look, I'm telling you, look, Showtime. Paige gonna have to make it off of the fans.
Yep.
No,
she gonna have to.
I think she gonna make it.
She not get. Look, we all love Paige. Showtime. She haven't done enough. The coaches is not. So the coaches putting her in over Jackie Young.
I think she gonna make it, bro.
I think she's gonna make it too.
I think
she gonna make it. The fans gonna get Paige in. The coaches
gonna make it.
The fans gonna have to get her in because look, you got McBride, you got Jackie Young, you got Chelsea, you got
Courtney Williams.
Yeah,
I think Paige gonna make it. I'm telling you.
Yeah,
make it.
Yeah,
I think she's gonna make it.
I'm just going through the list.
And then you got Gabby Williams too, bro, and Rakia, man.
Paige don't make it, bro.
Yeesh.
That's gonna be a tough. That's a tough backcourt, boy.
They're gonna be.
And then you got Kelsey Plum too.
There's gonna be.
If you ask
that's what I'm saying. That's gonna be. Hey, that backcourt for the Western Conference
gonna be sick.
You're gonna have 2 or 3 players mad.
Yeah, for real.
Hey, look, is they gonna separate them?
What you mean?
Is they gonna separate West versus East?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't they?
I'm just asking. I don't know. I look. I'm not hipped on it. But
they need to.
Cause look. If you add in backcourt players, right? So each conference gets 12 players. So that's 7 backcourt, 7 backcourt, 5 front court. If you're combining them, then you bring in Caitlin Clark, Sabrina Ionescu, like you bring all them into the fold. Like you sure you want to? I don't think they're gonna. If they want Paige to get in, they're gonna have to separate it.
Ain't it 6 front court and 4 back court?
No,
okay, so the starters is the top 10 vote getters. 4 guards and 6 front court players are named as starters. Fan voting counts for 50% of the starter selection, with player and media votes each contributing to 25%. Reserves. The league's head coaches then select 12 reserves.
Okay. So that's 6 for each. Okay.
That's what I'm saying. Like Paige is gonna get in off of the fan voting.
Captain selection. The 2 players
again, rookies don't get a lot of leverage with coaches like that.
Right.
Hold on though, Zoe. So captain selection is the 2 players who receive the most fan votes among the starters become team captains and draft their respective teams from the remaining starters and reserve. So is that going to be East versus West? That might not be East versus West. If they get to pick their own team,
it's still going to be set up East or West. They just have to pick from the pool of who made it on the East and West.
Why are we having this conversation, man?
Right.
Dog. In the NBA, it's literally you vote East versus West.
Right.
Then when you get to the All-Star game,
Right.
the two highest vote getters pick the team. I'm
Right.
confused at what we missing here.
That's what they do. Yeah. It's gonna still
no,
be
I
East
know,
and
but
West.
in 2023, it wasn't East versus West.
No, it's gonna be East versus West. It's when they get the East and West, once they complete the teams, that's when people
that's
pick
when they
from the
make
pool.
selections. Yeah.
Right. It's still East versus West. They just the two top vote getters, like Prince was saying, they're gonna pick from the East and
I don't
West
think y'all
pool who
hearing
they
what I'm
want on the
saying.
team.
It's fine. It's fine. I don't think you know what I'm saying. But anyway.
Kiki gonna have a tough time. Well, if she stays consistent with fan voting, she'll get in. Whoever that top 10 fan voting is, they'll get in. But if Kiki wasn't in that top 10, I mean, does she get in?
No, I don't think she would. It depends. It depends on the coaches who's picking.
Because if she isn't in there, Jaquel possibly gets that spot as the other front court player. And I mean, you still got BG out there. You still got Breann Jones out there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's tough. That's tough. I kind of expect this top 10 to kind of remain the same. Where's Angel Reese at in the top voting? Where's she at?
13.
How many votes she are from 10?
Hold on. She's at 173,000. 10 is at 213,000.
How many is she at?
She's at 173,000.
And Kiki, that's Kiki at the
213. Yeah.
Damn. I think Angel Reese at the end can get in as long as she keeps advocating for it and reminding her fans. I think she can get that 9-10 spot easily if it just stay consistent each week. I can't wait for next week's rankings to come out. Because I actually talked to a couple WNBA fans, and they've even got the voting was going on because it wasn't like mainstream casted. So I think as the athletes start posting about it, some of your other players will creep in there because now people are paying attention. Some people will be voting just to get Lexi Hall out of there.
Right.
So I could see Lexi Hall and maybe Kiki falling off. It depends on where the voting ends up at. And you'll have a surprise player kind of creep into that top 10. It depends on their market. I mean, it's first week voting. Your top 5, I get it. Actually, your top 6, I get it with Paige. Outside of that, everything else is up for grabs. I think that 7 through 10 is up for grabs, honestly. It depends on how the fans voting and the market that the player they're voting for is in. I could see 7 through 10 constantly changing over the coming weeks. I can see it like that.
All right. Speaking of Kiki Iriafen, let's talk about the WNBA rookies and what they've been doing to start this season off. I know you are feeling like there's really much more of a rookie race this year versus last year. They got Paige, Kiki, and Sonia Citron up there. I mean, the rookies have been shining. I watched the Mystics and the Dallas Wings game, and I really liked what I was seeing, both from Paige and from Sonia Citron. But I ain't gonna lie, man. Sonya did her thing. She did her thing in that game. Seriously, on both ends of the ball, she did her thing. Um, it was great to watch. But what you think about the WNBA rookie shining, HD?
Sonya Citron told y'all I'm here and I'm the best rookie in the class. She showed it yesterday. Both ends of the floor, big time plays they needed. She came out there and told Paige, "You got a name, but I'm here too." Like, like she showed that. And that's what I want to see. Like I want to see competition, like real competition, not manufactured BS. Like she told Paige, "You came to my house. I'm sorry, you can't can't drink my juice. You can't make no big sandwich. You can't kick my mom out. This my house." And she showed it. Now, next time they play, Paige, it's your turn to show. Look, I'm the best. I'm the generational talent. Y'all can't F with me. That's what I like to see. Kiki, I don't know what it is with Alyssa Smith, man. She just getting her ass busted by all the young posts coming in the league. Like, she just can't do nothing against them. Angel busted ass last year, and this year Kiki just took her lunch. Like, she dominated Hines Allen, and she dominated Alyssa, and shout out to her. Like, she showed too that, look, me and Sony are here. Y'all gonna have to respect us. We the two best rookies in this class. And that's what they wanted to show you yesterday. That Page ain't on our level. That's what they were saying. So now let's see what the next game show. That's what I saw yesterday. And then Sony hit that last second shot to say, "Hey, have a good time back to Dallas. We got you this time." So Sony showed it, man. Look, everybody was getting mad at me, Prince, show about Sony, couldn't do this, couldn't do that. She a Lexi Hall. I ain't seen Lexi Hall do what this girl doing. I'm sorry, I ain't seen her do what she did in college either. So that's what I'm seeing right now. I got Sony and Kiki 1 and 2, Page 3. That's my order.
Really?
Yep.
Okay. What you got on the Showtime?
What I got on it? Now, what's the question again?
What you think about the WNBA rookie shining this year?
I think the answer your question, I think the rookies playing really. This is a really good rookie class. Science Central and everything. We've been saying she was gonna come. I'm not surprised. I mean, she's a baller, man. She just gets it done on both ends. I'm actually a little surprised that she's day one. She's putting the ball on the floor and pulling up, shooting jumpers. Like, that's a little surprise. I wasn't expecting that. Not in her first year, but she's not. You know what I'm saying? She's showing that she can she have capability of doing it. She's not just a catch and shoot player. You know what I'm saying?
You talking about Citron?
Yeah. No. Yeah.
She was doing
the Notre Dame. She did that Notre Dame.
That's not.
Citron was the point guard, right?
I know that, but what I'm saying is, I didn't expect her to do that in the WNBA day one. I didn't expect her to show it day one. I know she can do it. But
Citron never been catch and shoot though.
Okay, I'm looking at the team she's on. Yeah, but she does do a lot of catch and shoot.
No, that's not her game. No, you're watching the wrong person. No, Citron not a stand in the corner and catch and shoot person. No,
so she don't catch and shoot at all.
All basketball players do, but that's not her game. That's why I never compared it to Lexi Hall when I did my breakdown. That's not her game.
What I'm saying is this: she catch and shoot, right?
All players do.
Okay, then. No. You really ain't answer my question. Do she catch and shoot? Yes or no?
All players do.
So you don't want to answer my question directly. So we don't answer questions no more.
I did.
No, you said all players do. Do she catch and shoot? Yes or no?
You got it. Finish your soliloquy.
Okay. Man. I'm looking at the players on her team, like Slim, Rike, Lexi, Aliyah Edwards, Shakira Austin. I thought they was gonna take the ball out of her hands. Really. I thought her first year she probably gonna have a hard time able to really get her shit off on this team, but they allowed her to play. So salute to her. With all that being said, the best rookie in this rookie class is Paige Madison Beckers, and it's not even close.
What?
It's not even close.
It's not close.
Man, it ain't close. What are we talking about? Paige Beckers. Look, she exceeded my expectation. Because I had her at 15, 5, and 7. She had 18, 4, and 6 already. And she guarding other team best player, is she not? Now, I dare you to talk about her defense. I dare y'all to talk about Paige Becker's defense. Talk about her. Say something bad about her defense.
Man, look, I got Sony, bro. I'm sorry. Sony was showing the dog both ends of the floor. look, I'm sorry. I love Paige, but last night, man, Sony said, hold on.
Honestly, that's why it was such a great game, because Citron had Paige on the island, which it was very easy to game plan for Dallas because Paige is there as Dallas's everything. So they game plan for it.
Who was Slim guarding? Who was Slim guarding?
Hold on.
Who was Slim guarding?
They put Citron on.
Who was Slim guarded? I'm asking who Slim was guarded.
Hold on. And Citron had Paige on the island. I'm sorry.
Bro.
Had Paige on the island. Now I think Paige is still killing it as a rookie, and
she balling. She balling. But last night Citron said my name is Sony.
But it's one of them situations, Showtime. No, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. What I'm trying to give you is
yes, he is. Yes, he is.
No. I'm trying to give him some perspective. What I'm trying to say is it's kind of like Kiki and Angel meeting up, and Angel it's who owns the battle sometimes.
That's not the same thing. That's not the same.
That's not the same thing. Kiki a rookie, Angel in her second year.
Okay, but what I'm saying is who is owning the battle. In my opinion, whatever year, who's owning the battle. So okay, we could do another rookie and another rookie, but who's owning the battle? I felt like Citron owned the battle yesterday.
Yeah, bro. But Key, who has a better team though, Key?
Man, we gotta stop that, man.
Yeah, I can't. No, but see, this is why we can't do that. And see, that's why I always keep it fair.
So Slim better than Enrique? Slim better than Enrique?
Exactly. So look. We still can't do that though. Look why we can't do it.
Hold on, time out.
Hold on, Showtime.
Hold on.
Okay, go ahead.
He's saying so I gotta talk about go ahead.
I'm just gonna say I don't let Zoe do it either with the aces. When they try to say who has a better team with Naphessa, I don't let them do that.
Hold on, Key. Time out.
Now I'm done. Go ahead.
This man just said who's a better player. Man, forget who's the better player. Who's playing better this season, Slim or Enrique?
Slim.
They both have shot their team out of games. They both have look. They both have shot their team out of games to me. Like, dog, Washington really would be better if Slim would have got benched in the fourth quarter, in my opinion. Like, she cost them like 3-4 games this season.
Okay, who's playing? With all that being said, who's playing better this season?
Slim.
Who out of who? Slim and Enrique? Statistically, you'll go with Slim.
Okay, then. Now let's go back to the next.
But hold up. Before the season, who was ranked higher? Who was ranked to be higher? No. Wait. Who was ranked higher? Dallas was.
That has nothing to do with who playing better right now. Let's get to the next point. Let's get to the next point. Look, look here.
Why you think Brittany Sykes is playing better than Enrique? I'm confused right now. Help me out understand that part.
Go ahead, Martin Luther King. Go ahead, bro.
I'm asking you a question. You made a statement. I'm asking you a question. Why it's still your?
I noticed. When I talk, you cut me off. When I ask you a question, you get quiet. Don't answer.
Man, can you go ahead on and finish? So I could cook.
Let me know when I can talk.
Cook that whole. Y'all want to see a dead body live on stream? Watch this. Go ahead on and finish. Hey, I don't even see a body bag over here. But go ahead. Go ahead. Let me know when I can talk. Let me know when I can talk. Let me know. Go ahead, Malcolm X. You done? Okay.
like I said though, look here, man. Every dog has his day. She played better than Paige Becker, true that. But Paige has been more consistent than Sonya Centron. Centron been in a man, she was in a funk for a whole week, and y'all was quiet about that. She was in a whole funk. Ain't nobody said nothing. Paige been more consistent. Paige has to do more on this damn team. That's facts. I mean, hey, against Chicago, Sonya Centron wasn't the one killing us like that. It was freaking Slim. When we went up against Chicago.
No, our turnovers killed us. It wasn't even nobody. It was us who killed us.
Okay. Who buried Chicago? Hold on, time out. Who buried Chicago on that Washington team? It was Slim, right?
Off of turnovers.
When we went up against Dallas, we ain't had no problem with Enrique. None. No problem. But Paige was cooking us a little bit, right?
Enrique went for 32 on double
right.
A.
Right.
What happened in the fourth quarter? What happened in the fourth quarter? That's what matters. In the fourth
but
quarter,
Enrique balled out in that game, though.
Huh?
Enrique balled out in that game. Look, if Enrique didn't go cold, if she didn't go cold in them last 3 minutes, dog, we were losing that game.
Exactly. Say that again. If
she went cold. Yeah, but I don't think that had nothing to do with our defense. That had nothing to do with our defense. She just missed shots and then she went cold. What Enrique does.
Exactly. She went cold. We had no answer for Slim. None.
Bro, like Slim really didn't do nothing.
Hey, hold on a second. Fix your face, dog. Fix your face, man. Fix your face, bro.
Let me get to these super chats real quick,
y'all.
Did I read this one on the? I read the one on here.
Yeah.
I read this one, right?
Did you read this one?
I think I did. Shout out to Lisa Ray for the $4.99.
Just read it again. Yeah.
Yeah, I wish they would just make the vest with the best stats as team captains, or I don't know. Okay. Next one. Right. Thank you, Elisa.
All right, B Will.
Shout out to B Will for the $5 super chat. Sonya, 27 points, 11 rebounds, 2 assists. Paige, 20 points, 9 rebounds, 7 assists. We split in hairs.
And game winner.
Hey, Key. And we missed one right here. Reese said, which y'all start a team, what? Angel Reese and Camilla or Central and Kiki. Man, I'm going with Big Five. Did you not see what Big Five just did to y'all look Kiki?
What kind of question is that? Like, Chicago organization's trash. Washington changed their organization in the offseason. So, of course, they're going to be good with whoever they put out there.
Hey, if we had Slim, hey, man, give us Slim. Give us Aliyah Edwards off the bench. Give us Shakira Austin. Give us what's her name? The little point guard the bench. Man, stop it. They team way better.
No, they team was not ranked way better coming into the season. Show they had Washington 12 or 13. They weren't ranked. Listen, they were talking about trading Shakira before the season.
Come on, man.
They had no hope in that team. They were talking about tanking.
Okay. I'm with the Pages the Rookie of the Year conversation. However, Sonya did her thing yesterday, man. I can't say she's far. Like I can't say it's a big distance between Paige and the rest of the competition. I can't say that. Like it's a huge distance. Can't say that.
Yeah, you say, hey, watch this. When the season ends, Paige Becker gonna win Rookie of the Year unanimously. It won't be close. She's gonna get all the first place votes. Watch. Watch. You laugh and watch. Watch what I tell you.
Oh man.
She's gonna win unanimously.
I don't know about that now.
Oh, okay.
She's gonna win. She's gonna win. I think she's gonna win, but
who a better two-way player, Prince? Who a better two-way player?
Sony Citron. Sony Citron's a better two-way player than Paige. Yes.
That's what I be talking about, man.
Yeah, she's a better two-way player. Yeah, she was just stuck in Notre Dame. The other one at UConn.
She struggles against quicker guards. I see Paige guard quicker guards.
And Payne struggles against stronger guards. And Payne, see, this is what I be saying.
You can't get strong guards too.
Payne struggles against stronger guards.
Wait a minute. Time out. What game was
that? That ain't an opinion. That ain't conjecture. That's a fact. That ain't conjecture. That ain't an opinion. Go back and look in college. That ain't no opinion. This ain't no knock on page. You're not gonna be great at everything.
You was the dude that was killing Citron. Talking about she was getting cooked by Azada James. Stop it.
Who said that?
Like she wasn't getting cooked by Azada James when they played NC State.
When?
When they played NC
Azalea James wasn't cooking Citron last night. No, she wasn't.
Boy, you niggas.
Citron was holding her in check, and then she went to go guard Paige.
Man, all right, bro.
She did. I watched the game 3 times. Okay. She didn't get cooked by Isaiah James. Slim was getting cooked by Enrique, though, when Enrique was dropping them bombs in her face.
Mr. Film guy, Mr. X's and O's. Go pull up that NC State versus Notre Dame game. Go, especially in that fourth-quarter overtime. Tell me who was guarding Azada James.
Citron was, but guess what? Citron was busting her ass, too. Like Citron hit the shot over Isaiah James to take it to the next overtime.
In overtime, who won the game?
What are you talking? Dude, Citron was giving all them the business.
Who won the game?
NC State won the game. They won the game. You know why they won the game? Because Olivia Miles turned into Jewel Lloyd. Soft. That's why they lost the game.
Not anyway, because the way Hannah Hidalgo don't get nothing for it kills me. But go ahead. Oh man.
Hey man. Go ahead, next year's look here, man. Next year's WNBA draft, just come to IMZO Media. Nobody breaks down drafts better than me. Not even on national television. Every player I broke down in last year's draft is playing. They weren't drafted for those reasons. But really go back. I'm not getting enough credit. I'm gonna say this. I'm getting enough credit for my draft breakdown. Because they had people in my chat telling me, but Zoe, she don't play like that. What I kept telling y'all, you got this. Y'all trying to, you can't do a draft evaluation like they're going to play a college team. You do a draft evaluation for what they're going to be looking like at the next level. That's why I say a lot of people disagree with me on my takes, and then they turn around 3 months later and be like, Prince, you was right. I'm getting tired of getting Prince, you were right in the chat. Just follow my lead. I got you to some water if you're thirsty. I don't need no. I'm tired of these. You come back with this Prince, you was right all along. Or Prince, you said that 3 months ago. Just follow my lead moving forward, and I'll lead you to some water.
Yeah,
first of all, first of Key, is it my turn or is it Showtime turn? That's all I want to know.
Hey, Key, I will say this. He right. He gonna lead you to some water, and then he'll come to age. He gonna lead you to some Flint, Michigan water. That's no problem.
Why you do that, man? Why you doing that, man?
Pour you a glass of Flint, Michigan water. Go ahead, though.
Hey, all I know is Sonya Citron is living up and exceeding the expectations I had for her. If anybody is exceeding expectations, it's Sonya Citron, because there was people on national television and that was in my chats telling me Sonya Citron is just a catch and shoot player. She gonna be a role player coming off your bench. That was the analysis, even by some other people who do draft breakdowns. They were saying that, won't mention no names, but they were saying that, and I was like, I can tell you ain't played basketball. First of all, if you watch Sonya Citron in college, nothing she's actually doing right now actually surprises you. Olivia Miles took the ball out of Citron's hands, and Coach Neil Ivey turned Citron into a 3-and-D player. That's actually not even Citron's game. Don't y'all know Citron barely shoots threes? Barely. Citron is a mid-range to the basket, put the ball on the floor player. Citron has never averaged single digits in one game this season. I don't think a lot of people know that. Citron has never averaged single digits in no game this season. Citron has never won a game without at least one rebound this season. Citron has one game where she didn't average more than 2 assists. Citron is actually, of the 3 rookies, Citron has the best defensive rating. Citron has the best offensive rating. Citron is the best efficient shooter out of the 3. I didn't say this. The numbers say that. I didn't say that. Now let's get to this Brittany Sykes and Enrique thing. I think Brittany Sykes is getting too much credit for what Citron and Kiki allows her to do.
Yep.
Kiki allows Shakira and Aliyah Edwards to be Shakira and Aliyah Edwards. That's the point a lot of people missing about Kiki. Her ability to stretch the floor and be a big body on the perimeter allows Shakira to be an actual 5.
Yep.
This is the first year since Shakira actually been in the WNBA. She can play next to a talented 4 and actually be a 5. It's context to the film. It's context to everything. Yes, she got to stay healthy, but even when she was healthy, you didn't see this.
She wasn't playing like this.
She didn't have someone in the front court where she had to press every play. Shakira can just go out there, play her game, and let the end result be the end result. She has no pressure on her, and that's because of Kiki. Now let's get to Brittany Sykes in the backcourt. Mel Byrne and all of them. Citron, and people don't even realize this. The Mystics have Sutton starting in their lineup. She only starts because of Citron.
Yep.
Citron allows you in your backcourt to mismatch all kind of players because of all her capabilities on the offensive and defensive end.
Yep.
She allows you to do that. She allows you to go out there with just a catch and shoot player, like people thought she was going to be, and a ball hog because she plays so well off ball. She does all of the little things, but when you need a basket, see, this is what people don't talk about. When the Mystics actually need a basket, guess who's always there? Citron is always there. Not Brittany Sykes.
Nope.
Citron is always there. Now, I covered most of the. Go on my page. I literally did live play-by-play. The Mystics have played 11 games. I did 6 of them, and 4 of them was close games. It wasn't Sykes. Sykes is the reason they lost to the Fever.
Yep.
Sykes took their last 7 shots when they were up 5. Sykes is the reason they got blown out by the Liberty.
Who's in the shots in the 4th quarter? Who's in the shots in the 4th quarter from Indiana?
Kelsey Mitchell.
Who was guarding her?
Sometimes it was Suggs, sometimes it was Sykes.
Yeah, it was Shug and Sykes on her. Citron was guarding. Citron was guarding. I think wasn't Bonner playing at the time? She was going at Bonner and then Hole.
Natasha Howard.
Why she didn't guard her then?
Because she was guarding Natasha Howard because she's the taller in the backcourt.
Man, stop. She should have guarded her. Man, stop.
So Paige was guarding. So you think Paige gonna guard Kelsey? You think Paige gonna guard Kelsey Mitchell?
Absolutely. You'll see.
Talk about why Paige didn't guard Citron yesterday.
All right.
You'll see.
We'll see.
Didn't guard Citron.
Hey, who guarded Mabry?
Hey,
Mabry been cooking. Who guarded Mabry the other day?
Why didn't Paige? I didn't ask you that. See, Key, he always talking about nobody. Tell him to answer the question. Y'all want to see a dead body? Watch this. Answer the question. Why didn't Paige guard Citron when she was cooking?
How you gonna see a dead body when he ain't dead?
Answer the question. How did Paige do when Citron was cooking?
Hey man, she can't do everything for
Dallas. She can't do everything.
Hey man, look, check this out.
Apparently Citron can. Apparently Citron can.
She ain't got Kiki every often, and Shakira
got
Austin, Slim, and Leah Edwards, and
She got
Big
Dejanay
Mama,
Carrington,
and
who I
Suge
consider the best
Sutton.
defensive player in the WNBA.
She ain't got Suge Sutton and all them
Dejanay
pieces
did
on
not
her
play
team.
yesterday though.
Yeah, but the reason they lost
No,
yesterday
we
was
talking
Dallas
overall,
didn't have
show. We're not
Dejan.
talking about yesterday. We already know yesterday Citron was the best player on the court.
Didn't
We
play
talking about
yesterday.
overall, Keith.
Yeah, she ain't
We're
play.
talking about the rookie of the year, not one game. The rookie of the year don't come down to one game. We talking overall. Kiki,
Yeah.
The rookie of the year.
come on,
I
man,
think
let's be honest,
Citron.
man.
I think
Kiki and
Citron been
Citron
playing.
make this team what
The
it
rookie of the
is.
year already
Yeah.
decided, homie. That already
Yeah,
decided.
Citron.
Okay.
I got Citron, Kiki, and Paige. I'm sorry. That's what I got.
Come on,
Hey,
man.
Prince,
See,
you want to put some money on
man.
that too?
We can't keep doing
You
this,
want to
man.
put some money on
Look,
that too?
So
Look,
currently,
we can't keep doing this though. This is
Put
what
some
we
money
hold
on
on,
that
Keith.
too?
Hold on, Keith.
ahead.
We can't keep doing this, man. Look, we can't pick and choose when we want to use fanfare.
I ain't use no fanfare. I'm going to
Are we gonna give it? Are we
eyes.
gonna give the rookie of the year? Time out. Are
Who's
we
been more
gonna give the?
consistent, Prince?
Are we?
Who's been more
Citron.
consistent? Come on, bro.
Citron.
Stop it.
So look,
Paige ain't even been playing. Paige been injured.
Oh my
Look,
God. He missed
Paige-
2 games.
okay, and we're
You
missing
said
that many
no,
games.
Keith. Hold on, Keith. Time out, man. You said who been the most consistent?
Who's been more consistent?
I got Citron. Citron been most consistent. Look, listen, I love Paige. Paige is she's great. I just think just from watching the game, because I'm not a stats person, y'all will get me with stats. I think Citron has been better than all of them. And
Okay.
Kiki right behind her. That's just me.
Y'all gonna see.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, look, it is subject to change, but right now I think Citron is the most consistent, and she makes that team better with her able to play the wing. That's just me.
Hey, man, we gotta stop this though, man. We convoluting the conversation. Are we gonna stick to what we say about the other arguments that the award should go to the better player?
It's not about the better
or
player.
does it go to the more popular player? We can't keep doing that though.
Hold on, you acting like Paige Bergeron averaging 18, 5.
Nobody didn't say that though, show.
Say that.
Never once said Paige is not a baller.
Paige is balling.
This is
look, Paige is balling. Look, Paige is balling out.
Said Paige
She
is not going to
balling.
have a better career than Citron.
No, I'm
we
talking
asked
about rookie
who
of
is
the
the
year.
current rookie of the year.
I think it's Citron. Yeah, I think it's Citron.
Man, listen, currently, and this is why Paige is still winning. Regardless,
man, Key, don't come in with no records, Key. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. Don't come here with no fastness and nothing. Because Angel Reese had 2 of them, and she didn't win Rookie of the Year. We can't keep moving the goalposts for who we want to move.
You just said
because Angel Reese did that last year, and she
just
didn't
said
win Rookie of the
Kiki
Year.
last week.
We can't keep
Kiki
moving
was
the
the rookie of the
goalposts.
year. Now it's
We can't
Citron.
keep
Which one
moving the
is it?
goalposts.
No, me personally.
I'm talking about Prince.
Oh, okay. Because I had Citron and Kiki. I had Kiki under Citron. I had Citron. Key. Ain't I been picking Citron every week we did the show?
You're analyzing it week by week. Citron over the 14 games has been more consistent than the other 2. Over the first 8 games, Kiki was the better player. That ain't moving no goalposts. That's just calling a spade a spade. Over the first 8 games, Kiki was the better player. Over the first 14 games, Citron is the better player.
Bro,
what I'm trying to say is, right?
A
stat is a stat. You use stats to talk about Sonia Citron. All I'm saying is that Paige has recently made history as the fastest player in WNBA.
Oh no, he don't care about that.
But look, as the fastest player in the WNBA history to reach 200 points, 50 rebounds, and 50 assists, and that's with her missing games.
I mean, look, that's fine.
That's a part of people's stats. Now, all I'm saying is,
I don't care about that.
You don't have to. Neither one of y'all have to. I'm not saying y'all are wrong. I'm saying that Citron is not Paige and then everybody else. That's not my opinion. I don't think that. I don't think Paige is superseding everybody. That's not what I like. I literally just said Sonya won the battle in my comparison. In my opinion, yesterday, Sonya won the battle. And that's just what it is. But all I'm saying is if we're talking stats and they're looking at stats, That is a stat, bruh. It's a stat.
I agree with you. I look the stats that you the stats that you and Show are presenting. I feel you. I'm going by watching. And the things Citron is doing, I'm sorry, like they're more impressive than Paige. And the things Kiki's doing is more impressive than Paige. I'm sorry. Kiki has been low-key cooking a lot of the best 4s and 5s in this league. And Citron has been doing a good job against the wings. That's all I'm saying. She has. So that's just me. Now, if you want to go off of stats, yes, Paige stats are going to be better. Paige is always going to have the stats. I don't disagree with that. It's like Naphessa Collier. She got the stats. I just don't think she's my MVP, just like I don't think Paige is winning right now. I don't. From watching the games. I just don't see it. Their stats are not matching their play on the court. That's just how I look at it. If I don't see that you're matching those stats, I'm sorry. I'm not going with you as the number one player. I'm not. I'm sorry.
So let me ask y'all a question. If Citron was on Dallas and Paige was on Washington, you telling me Dallas will have a better record?
Who would Dallas have a better record if Citron was on that team? Yes. I think Citron would because it's two different positions they're playing. Like Paige is messing Paige up because Enrique is so ball dominant. They're trying to figure it out. With Citron, she don't need to dominate the ball. She actually would enhance Enrique's game better than Paige would. That's just me. She would. She would. Like Enrique would play a lot better with Citron because Citron don't need all them shots. Citron's going to do all the little things and she's going to give you the big shots and she's going to play the big defense down the stretch. They would. She actually would fit Dallas better, in my opinion.
Okay.
How many points did Paige score in that game against Phoenix off of injury?
I think she scored 30-something. She dropped 30.
And we got to stop using that too, man. Come on, man.
She dropped 30. She dropped 34, 35, I believe. I mean, look, Paige, look, Key. Paige is balling out. I don't disagree. You and Show, that's how I don't disagree with y'all if y'all got a number one.
Man,
I'm just saying from me watching. I'm just saying from me watching, Sonia Citron has exceeded. I'm serious. Like, I did not see her being this type of player. And then her vets are following her and listening to her, and she's making life easier for the post and the backcourts. She is, because listen, Suge Sutton shouldn't be starting. I'm going to be real with y'all. She shouldn't even be starting. She shouldn't start at all. Suge is not good at all. I thought the girl they got rid of, Zay Green, was better than her. Zay Green had a better preseason than her. But Sykes is too inconsistent. Sykes is way too inconsistent. Like
Isn't the Mystics a younger team than Dallas?
Yes, they're a very young team.
The youngest team in the league.
Yeah.
Mystics is literally the youngest team in the league.
But Sykes, they are. And Sykes, to me, Sykes is so inconsistent. It's crazy. Like, she has cost the Mystics so many games because of her bad play in the fourth quarter. Like, way worse than Enrique. And I hate to say it, it was way worse than Enrique because they actually have a team that could go somewhere like how they're playing under that coach. Look, I'm taking Citron right now, and then I'm going Kiki. And then I got buckets. Everybody else is below them three. That's just my opinion.
And Paige didn't come back from no injury. She was in concussion protocol.
No, she was in concussion protocol. It was a recation, not a concussion, an recation.
Regardless of that, Asia just came back from concussion protocol.
You hear me saying Asia came back from injury? You hear me?
Do it matter? My point is, she came back from concussion protocol, being on the injury list, whatever you want to call it,
she was rusted,
and dropped 35. Asia came back and is struggling.
She was resting, man.
All right, if you say so,
man.
If you say so, it is.
Yeah, but I don't even judge Asia off her scoring, just her presence on the other end and rebounding. Listen, Asia can give me 8 points a game. They'll still be tough because of her presence. She controls the paint. She is the standard for a prototypical 5 or 4. Watch Asia what she does. Like it's incredible. I haven't seen this since I say Candace Parker. What Asia does is it's insane. It's insane how and then she'll end up on the elbow or the perimeter. Then all of a sudden she finds her way to a rebound or blocking somebody's shot. It's crazy. Like if you don't pay attention, it's like you're lost the whole game. Like Asia's incredible, man. I think people are underrating what Asia's presence is doing this year. Like seriously, I'm sorry.
That's not that. My point wasn't to. I said it earlier. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter how many points she scores. That's not what I'm saying. But I mean, either way, I think everybody is right, to be honest with you. I feel like two things could be true, but I feel like Sonia Citron is definitely up there with Paige for sure. I want to see how the rest of the season goes. I want to see Sonia continue to dominate and show people why she was worth it, because people were saying she wasn't worth one of those top picks. So I love that she's doing that. And Kiki
too.
Yeah.
Everybody thought Kiki shouldn't even be in the top 5 or top 2. There were some people thinking she couldn't go number 1. Kiki and Citron are man, like I'm not taking up from Paige. I always loved Paige since high school. That's been one of my favorite players. But look, Sony, her and Kiki, man, they something else. They watch their games.
Let's stop putting out false information, man. Let's stop trying to prop up Paige to put down Citron. Paige is not averaging 19 points a game. Where y'all getting that from? Where are y'all getting that from? Who said
she had 18 points?
Yeah, why is the chat keep talking about 19 points a game? What?
Yeah, 18 points.
And she does not lead in every statistical category for a rookie.
Okay.
Citron leads in shooting percentage. Kiki leads in rebounds and field goal percentage. Paige leads in points, assists, steals, and blocks.
Yeah, like I said, Paige balling, man. Look,
okay,
balling.
She leads in 4, but she don't lead in all of them. That's not see that. I'm just sorry. I'm just a stickler for correction. That's not true.
4.
Yeah, just 4.
Y'all might think again. Y'all might think that's funny. I don't think that's funny. I think that's false information. That's just how I move.
Hey, look.
I mean, we ain't saying,
and it might be. Look, it might be a stickler thing. When it comes to giving out information like that, I just consider that false, because people can go with that and be like, people take what we say and go use that as gospel, and then they go on Twitter and get cooked.
What? None of us up here said she was leading in all categories.
I ain't never said that.
Nah. So we ain't spreading that misinformation. None of us said that.
I ain't never said that.
No.
The chat was saying that, and the chat's wrong. I want to tell you, the chat, y'all wrong as hell. That's all.
Oh, I mean,
they wrong.
Hey,
they were saying
when the results come out, just shake my hand at the end. I ain't tripping.
I don't have no issue. Look, I don't have no issue, but I still could disagree. I disagree with the rookie pick last year.
Hey,
I don't have an issue with it. I'll shake your hand. I send you a gift for you and the niece over there. Like, hey, go ahead. Like, I got no issue. I'm just saying, from me watching the game and how the game is dissected, Sony and Kiki are playing better than Paige right now. Just right now. That's how I feel.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I'm just saying. Are we rewarding Paige because she's putting up more points per game, or are we rewarding winning? Your contribution to winning.
Huh.
What are we doing?
No.
What is the standard for rookie of the year? I'm asking the question. What is the standard for rookie of the year? I don't get how that's funny, Key. I'm asking you what is the I don't get how that's funny. I'm confused.
I think it's points per game. I think
I'm confused.
I think it's points per game, and what other categories I believe you lead. I guess I don't know.
This is my thing. How can you choose somebody if you don't have a criteria?
To me, honestly, Zoe, I just think it's popularity, whoever they like that year. That's just me. Because to me,
Popularity didn't say that.
I still don't think Caitlyn should have won last year. I know people gonna throw it like, oh, you just hate Caitlyn and love Angel. Angel's team was projected to be last, and for most of the year when she was healthy, the team played above and beyond. So I thought she was rookie of the year, just off her energy and off of how she made everybody better around her. I'm seeing the same thing from Citron and Kiki this year more than Paige. That's just me. I'm sorry. I judge rookie of the year or MVPs differently than what the mass does. That's just me. So I don't know.
We'll visit conversation soon. Go ahead.
Shout out to Christopher Nolan for the $20 super chat. Appreciate it. Keep up the good work, my family. I support all 4 of you. Dopeness. Hey,
appreciate it, Chris. Thank you.
Make sure y'all hit the like button. Make sure y'all comment. Make sure y'all subscribe. Hey, got into some great topics today. Seriously, if you watching this on if you watching this playing back, make sure you comment as well. Again, hit the like button. Go over to I Am Zoe Media and subscribe. Showtime On Point Sports. Subscribe. HDII TV. Subscribe, and then type in WBB Universe, all one word, and subscribe to my channel as well. Great topics, great discussion, everything we got into. Let us know what y'all think in the comments, and make sure you like the button. Come back through each and every Monday, 5 p.m. Central Time, 6 p.m. Eastern Time, where all the stars align on Stars Hoop Central. All right, we're gonna catch y'all on the next one. Y'all be safe out there.
Yeah, learn. Dribble the drain, we caught the debate. Talking bar coops, no room for the fake. Star Hoop Central, the spotlight beams, where hoop heads clash, dissecting teams. Sky high takes from the arc to the paint. Truth on display, no room for complaints. Bounce that thought, let the dialogue reign. Star Hoop Central, we reign in the game. Pick and roll knowledge, alley-oop flows, crossovers in convo, the rivalries grow. From the ghosts to the rookies, we frame the tale. Slam dunk opinions, the details prevail. Sky high takes from the art to the paint. Truth on display, no room for complaints. Bounce that thought, let the dialogue reign. Star Hoop Central, we reign in the game.